welcome to Rolling, where we all usually agree to play some D&D. Enjoy shenanigans. But first, join the Discord. Do it. Do it now.
Also, Bella's, kind of sick.
Bella's temporarily not here. We simply put her away down.
And Tommy's gone.
We put them both in the basement.
We put them both in the basement.
They're both
With
in the
Lana.
basement.
Yeah, exactly.
With huh? Roll the intro.
Yes, roll the intro. Fucking stupid.
Like you.
What?
Huh?
I can't hear you.
Really? Just threaten the tell him the man to hold our lives in his hand. Like a little
Testra's
bird.
dead. What can he do?
Rock.
Bring her back. Bring her back. He's done it before.
Yeah.
Third time's the charm, baby. Alright. So, let's begin where we left off last time. The
We
party.
prevented the second coming of the Antichrist.
Yeah.
Third coming.
I was
the third
about to
coming.
say it's the third.
So the party, you guys, Prismagik, fighting on the Alex Grace, engaged in combat against Aaliyah Kunfalt, a Velstian noble artificer, a member of this organization that is seemingly related to...
Organization 13?
Yeah, sure. Related to
There was
Master
a cat.
Andrix, Indigo's
Went to
creator.
Organization 13 at an animal shelter I went to one time. It was named yes. At the animal shelter. Sorry.
Well, she had
so
her
sorry.
own fabricant, Mariette. Mariette was actually remodeled using a relic that was wielded or used, or you're not entirely sure, apparently by someone from the Malice and Triarchy centuries ago. And Kumfalt decided to use another item that she knew existed in this vault, the hand of Testra Malison, a mummified object of the Witch Queen herself. And that was a perfect catalyst in her desperate moments to command Mariette to change her connection once more. And with that change, Mariette lost control. And Testra's power, her full-on psyche in her magic, overwhelmed Mariette and took over. And the party quickly engaged a different sort of fight, with Mariette, or Testra Malison in this case, just absolutely wiping the floor with Kunfalt, and maybe dealing some damage here or there. But the party did pretty good, and the fight went in your favor for a good amount of the time. No one seemed to drop to 0 hit points, though in times maybe it was relatively close to the tables turning. It didn't really come to that. So now, the party in the vault of the Alex Grace, rummaging through the magical items and objects, along with the acquaintance Arcturia, the ship spirit inhabiting Indigo's mind, the living magic herself, like a ghost of magic. We are there, in the vault and its solid walls. As the entire battlefield has settled now. Dust was kicked up, items were flying over the place. They have now settled. Everyone got flown off to the sides, and it just seemed like Chuck was just dropped from the ground as Mariette's body exploded. And then there was a Chell. As she had shoved herself in her slime form into Mariette's body and consumed, it seems, the magical relic, or at least smothered it, stopping Mariette's connection, or Testra Malison's connection.
I didn't consume it. I didn't know. That's a key word. I just covered it. Okay? Covered it. I didn't eat it.
Interrupting the magical process of the fabricant's body initiated some sort of strange reaction in the Perigine body. And erupting in light and goo, you took on a new shape and saw visions of worlds beyond here, and familiar faces in unfamiliar places.
Smelled oregano?
Yes.
Yeah, I smelled oregano.
Oh, no.
But that's where we are now, as the Chell has fallen on the ground and begin to recollect into your form after forming some sort of weird amorphous shape in the air.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The rest of the party is now settled.
I'm peek around the corner I've been hiding behind. Is everyone okay?
I'm totally good, bro. It'd be so much better if you break
Not
this
you.
glass.
Are we okay? Did we
Yeah, what happened during the
take
explosion?
damage?
So there was no damage. This was more of like gravity for a moment at first, but it wasn't far enough for most of you to get really damaged, so no damage.
Okay, good.
The wind did get knocked out of you, probably.
Am I still bleeding?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you don't have the curse anymore, but you do have a cut on you.
that's great.
I want to go over to Mariette's body.
Her torso, which remains, is just sort of like that against a pillar.
Bro, she's so alive.
Mariette!
Take the mistresses back. Leave this place. There's nothing but death here. As she seems like she's on her last wisps of energy.
Should I do something?
Oh, she's got no heart.
Do I remember what her, like, original magic item was?
Yes. Her original magic item was a whistle. Like a little pin whistle, like a little wooden flute. Presumably attached to some figure in history who was quite a courtesan or something like that, you know. You didn't really get too much out of her. Maybe you regret that now.
Does she still have the whistle?
It's okay. I no longer serve devil. Her head just kind of topples to the side.
I wanted to save you.
She seems out of power and gone as her last breath leaves her mouth.
I'm gonna go look through.
Chuck's gonna like
Her
collapse
stuff.
down on his burnt butt and just sort of, and then she's gonna start shrinking down, and he's gonna lean against the pillar as he takes a long rest. He's not long resting, but like he's taking a moment.
I'm gonna go look through Grunwald's stuff.
Okay. Her head is still intact, so if you did have the spell at some point, you could communicate with death. Speak with dead, you know. But yeah, you start digging through her stuff. Okay.
Do I still have the Tesha object? Hey, what do I have in my hands?
So as you're unforming, it would still barely be there, but it is disintegrating, as a fabricant item cannot normally be removed post-mortem. So it is falling apart.
Good riddance.
You see a Chell's like form? She's like the silhouette of a Chell, but she's not her normal colors. She's still like the milky, like iridescent form. She looks really tired.
I think we need to just rest.
Yes. I
saw so many things. Saw so many. What did I see?
You saw something?
I'm not sure if it's connected to me or something that was inside that girl. I don't think it had anything to do with Dashra. Ugh.
Indigo, roll investigation for me.
Oh, my strong suit, Trevor. Thank you.
You're just rummaging through a corpse.
Yeah. That +1. 10.
Okay.
I'm looking for magic items.
Well, as you're reincorporating yourself, I'll tell you what you find real quick. You do find a little magic purse, so a little bag of coins that has 12 platinum pieces and 13 gold. So write that down.
I think you deserve to keep that.
Bitch.
Spit on her.
Consider that
Payment.
maybe it's life insurance.
You see some of her magical items that she's wearing are falling apart, disintegrating there on her body.
Oh yeah.
They seem to be losing their magical abilities. You do find a ring, though, that remains on her right hand and a ring that remains on her left hand. Both seem to be remaining and do seem to have the clear signs of magic upon them. But besides that, she only really used her infusions. So those magic items are disintegrating and losing their power. But the rings, they seem to be remaining.
Okay. Can I take the one that she used to control Mariette?
Yeah, you take the red stoned ring. It has like a copper color band, but a red stone in it.
I'm gonna rush back over to Mariette and just kind of desperately like put it in the cavity. Mariette.
Ting, ting. Just kind of trying to hold it there. It doesn't seem to take.
So,
I knew I should have tried to talk to her when I
There
first left.
is it maybe a chance they're not fully gone?
Trevor, can I make an assumption of did any of those memories that I saw was anything perhaps from Mariette's perspective? Like, do I have any sort of anything from her?
It does not seem so. It doesn't seem that you connected with her soul. It seems it was a different set of visions entirely.
Okay. Can I make any sort of insight of what, where, who, what, when, or why?
Just trying to learn something about her.
Yeah. Like any feeling I could get.
I guess since you incorporated yourself into her, maybe you picked up some feelings, emotions, and stuff. So maybe you got some ideas. So go ahead and roll just a regular history roll for me. I'll allow that. We'll see if you picked up anything. Though at that point she was mostly taken over by the power of Malison.
That's an 18 plus 5.
I almost said power of math.
Power of
23? 23.
23. What remained of her, as most of her was shadowed by Tetra's influence, what remained of her did stick out faintly, and not consuming, but covering herself throughout her form, just becoming her shape. You got some sensations mentally of maybe some thoughts beneath the rage of Tetra, and it gives you maybe an idea that she was maybe a bit naive and a bit younger than Indigo. She definitely was troubled and not maybe treated as well. There is a sense of a feeling of probably internalized betrayal you picked up on that, when in that moment when she was fighting you guys and Kroonfold, she betrayed her master's trust, her creator's trust, and that sort of ate her at her. Maybe not in a good way, but yeah, you do maybe just get the feel of this fabricant in her life. It was quiet, it was short, and it was in the cloak of someone else's influence.
I thought about trying to bring her with me or something, but I was too afraid.
Joel walks over, towards you a little bit.
I should have tried at least. What did she do to her?
Chell taps Indigo's head and gives her flashes of feelings and memories that she could possibly scrounge up from Mariette.
Let me see the holding.
Oh, okay, here.
You feel the influence and thoughts of someone else, but it's not Chell's thoughts, as you're familiar with those a little bit more now. And they do feel sweet and silent, but a precious feeling.
Oh my god. What
These birds, man.
Birds, man.
I went over to turn around and got the bag holding. I'm pulling out the forbidden magic book that we'd gotten earlier. The one that had all the notes in it about the fabricant.
Oh, that was a scroll. That was like
The scroll.
Yeah, that was the scroll that you got from the temple / library.
Like the Tickerin one?
Is that what you're talking
I think so, yeah.
Are you talking about
The Tickerin
the
scroll?
Arcane Theory
I
number
think
3?
I combined them both. You know, the Arcane
Yeah.
Theory had some notes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
about? It had some stuff of that. Yes. Is that what you're talking about? Arcane Theory number 3, or the Tickerin religious tech kind of?
I might look through them both. I'm just trying to see if I can find any glimpse of if it would be possible to, if we were to repair Marinette's body, if we can put something back in it to bring them back or not. Like, are they gone, or is it possible?
So you could probably only use the Arcane Theory number 3 because these are both massive texts.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you probably are more willing to grab that one instead of the text scroll. So go ahead and roll Arcana for me. As this is your first time really diving into it, successfully maybe.
Don't worry, darling. I know she's going to be gone, but luckily we have memory of her.
26.
And you tried.
Okay.
It's so unfair what she did.
No, not what she did, but what was done to her. That monster over there did this to her.
I knew they thought of us as like objects, but
Not like this.
As you're grappling these emotions, and maybe these emotions are a lot stronger than maybe you first realized you could have, as this is a bout of emotions that it hits very close to home, because this girl was basically you. Like, she is like the first one of your kind that you have seen die, and this is clear evidence of what is capable. I'm going to say that a golden glow comes across your thigh as that sort of cat shape of Arcturia appears once more. But she doesn't, like, speak out abruptly. She's just kind of like doing that cat thing where, like, they stare at you, you know?
Yeah.
You know, they, like, kind of stare, like, wantingly at you, right? Just sort of, like, being a presence right there. For right now, that's all she does.
I had no idea she was doing this to her.
How old was Mariette? Because I got the feeling that she wasn't.
She was like a few months younger
Oh
than
my.
me.
Oh. I thought she.
Yeah, she was probably like just 3 years still.
Well, it does pain me intensely that she didn't even get a chance at freedom. That does bother me.
I did not know. The cat speaks in your mind privately. I did not know that your lights could go out like that. The cat looks at you, but this conversation's in your head. Were you aware of such things prior? Had you seen a cousin's lights go out like that? Is this... Would she be destroyed at this point?
Probably.
It is sad to think she is temporary, when maybe she could have lasted till the stars go dark. Huh. The cat figure will just sort of like pat up like that sort of foot gap between you and the corpse, you know, just sort of like looking it over, the golden light of her body glancing off of the metal frame, you know, of Mariette's sort of top torso and her one arm. It is Tragedy. That is what the word is. Tragedy. Cutting away from that for a moment. Kaizen, what you read is very similar to what Indigo read before. These elements in Arcane Theory number 3, dabbling in aspects of flesh shaping, flesh remaking, transmutation, necromancy's combination. But it doesn't only apply to fabric, it just has that feeling where you can graft certain elements onto other beings, or you can meld them. There is like rituals described in here, very complex theories, but putting them together might just like make a scaffolding of an idea of something. You're not sure if it really has a solution to what this is, as Mariette might just be gone, but there is this like promise of understanding if you like dig deeper into this book of like the rituals that are brand new, the newest ideas of combining souls and form, shaping bodies and minds, magic on the edge of reality. And you can tantalizingly just feel the edge of what that knowledge is. Would you like to maybe go a bit deeper?
A little bit.
It mentions this word grafting, and it begins to like spell a ritual out, but it's a very complex, multi-page ritual that's not meant to be used by the lay minds. It is meant you have to put it together yourself, as this is all theoretical. So if you would like to go deeper, I'm going to need you to roll Arcana again.
All right. I will.
It's a very, very complex book.
That is an 18.
As you dig deeper, the math gets thicker and things begin to elude you, things beyond your immediate understanding, things that take too much time to figure out. It's just not clicking.
Something I have to really sit down and focus on instead of just trying to skim through quickly.
More like you failed the roll. Sorry. More like you failed the DC. But
Yeah.
there is promises of something newer, something greater, a power that is very few and rare in this world. But it eludes you. That, as this is probably like a process of 20 minutes.
Oh.
This is a big book. And this is 2 checks. So this is about probably like 20-ish minutes.
We were probably taking a time to be just sitting in silence.
Oh yeah, and there's like some dialogue going on, you know, and
Yeah.
But kind of remember that momentarily. There is this thought that comes to you. At first you think you're like sort of imagining it, but then you realize it's not your thought. It's her thought, shared with you in your mind. You realize that Arcturia is thinking, and it's so quiet but extremely fast. Her thoughts are like a whistling wind going by, clear and unable to be caught, but you feel it moving and going through your fingers. And this thought comes to you of maybe a Fabrican is a soul of a different kind. Maybe there's something to that. Can you roll a d20, add your proficiency modifier for me?
Plus 3.
It's 3, right? Yeah. 9.
9. This thought comes to you and it lingers in your mind. It's complex. There's more to it, but you don't fully understand it. And Arcturia looks towards you again with her cat form. If she's but an ember, then anything can blow her out. But I think there's an analogy to be made of restarting a fire using old charcoal. I'm not entirely sure. But if she's anything like me, and I think I'm starting to understand you, she lingers in the magic itself, like a bit of smoke from a fire blown out. Something like that. But now you finish reading this book, Kaizen. You just can't get past this second area.
Indigo. I don't want to give you false hope, but there might be something in here. It's possible, not a guarantee. Might be possible to bring Marinette back. I think that we should take them with us, and if we can't, give them a proper burial. But maybe, if I can really sit down with a couple hours of this, I might find something.
But who is she now? She's had 3 different people inside of her. She's been remade so many times.
What would we bring back? Necessarily. But it could be someone completely new.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Well, it has only been a few minutes. I think, it's okay for him to sit down with the book and see what's there. Maybe we just rest for a while.
If there is a solution, it is going to be here. We are in a vault with one of the largest collections, aside from maybe the Velstian government, the largest collection of magical secrets, especially regarding the collective here.
That is true, but are we sure we really want to try to bring her back? Not that I'm not saying that revival is necessarily a bad thing. It's just so many what ifs. I mean, and is there anything for us to latch onto anyway? It's such a big process, and the girl was so troubled, tormented, abused. Would she want to come back?
Should have tried to get her out when I left.
You can't blame yourself for that.
No one made those people do what they did.
No.
You didn't force them. If they had just been kind people...
No offense, but the Indigo probably wouldn't be here if they were kind people.
Yes, but...
What if they've made more and they're...
You can speak with dead, yes?
Yes.
Why don't we ask Miss Ugly Wig over there if they made more?
We could.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 second, let me make sure.
Did you say out loud that your original object was a whistle, or just something you knew?
I said, does she have the whistle to Mariette when she was dying?
You can also ask where the original object was, or where it currently is.
Here, maybe we need to write these down.
Well, the rat disintegrated when she took that one out. I think it might be gone.
Oh, you're right. I know the dust of that crusty hand is still on my dress.
Yes, that's... Here, what questions should we ask? We should write them all down. Before we raise
One,
the dead.
are there any more fabricin, yes? You said fabricin.
Has anybody else made another fabricant?
2, what?
If she says yes, then who has made one?
By the today, how many?
What about what would make a good... I'm not really word this, but we don't even have to ask it if you can answer it in the go, but what would make a good heart?
Something with some sort of legend attached to it.
Okay.
This place seems to be filled with legends. Says now the ghost. That is
Okay,
tempting.
I was like, who is that?
It's me!
What ghost?
Says his pocket ghost, his
The
spirit.
celestial.
His celestial. I don't know the answer to this, but I don't want to interrupt for too long, but this place is filled to the brim with maybe items that could source as a catalyst for magic like this, I assume.
But what do they have? This is another question that I guess that I just thought of, but do they have to be dead? The previous owner of the object, do they have to be gone?
Do you know?
No.
We have multiple books I can come of it.
I seem to also be aware of the fact, you might also be aware of this, but that spell you're planning to cast, the raised dead one, yes.
Speak with dead.
Dead, sorry. I'm a bit fuzzy after being countered spelled through myself. To be aware that you are an antagonist of this body, I believe the magic makes it difficult if they do not like you for them to give you a truthful answer. So maybe disguise yourself.
Well,
I take
you can cast the spell. I can
tell you what Andrix looks like.
That's
Show
true.
it to him.
Why don't we get you a minor illusion spell?
I know.
Yeah, we do need that.
Yeah.
I can
Here,
just
No, never mind.
because I can just think about.
Do you have
him.
prestidigitation?
Oh, yeah.
I have a picture of
You have him in your mind.
Trevor?
it. Oh, he's ugly.
Yeah, he is.
Pretty much.
Why must all of the useful turning intos for me be ugly men?
Can I get transform into?
Well, I mean, because you can cast a spell, but I can ask the questions. Yes.
Sure.
So we
we
did
can do
last
that.
time.
Okay, what are the questions? So, are there any more fabricant? Has anyone else made more fabricant? It's the first one.
Yeah.
And if yes, who made fabricant?
Yeah, I
And
guess
where are they made?
all the questions would come after if there are more fabricant.
We can ask the first question, then get in a little huddle.
Yeah.
Maybe ask where you can find more information about this. This is just me spitballing out. I'm starting to realize that I have a great understanding of magic.
Really?
I would think so.
Exactly.
I would hope so. It would kind of be unfortunate if we got you out of that thing and you just had zero information
Exactly,
about
right?
magic whatsoever.
But if it's the same in this time, which I'm definitely not from this time, generation, whatever.
Oh, I think Rosalie just passed out.
Yeah. I think
Oh, she's leaning on Chuck. How cute that is.
Definitely put it a different way, but she's probably a part of the magic. It's these are just my crazy thoughts, based on what your freaking cat is. Wait. No, how did I don't know that. I don't know that yet. Basically, I'm falling apart. You used a lot of magic in that scroll. My brain is not functioning at full capacity.
I don't think it ever is.
I still don't remember. No, I thought I had my name. I only had an idea of what my name was before. I thought I just had the full thing. Nope. Anyways, let's just be clear about this. You're gonna cast that spell. Make it worth it, right? Because this lady only gets it one time and then she's useless. What questions did you guys write down so far? For the dead body?
Has anybody made more fabricant? And then we're gonna huddle up after we get the answer.
And possibly ask, if she says yes, who made
There's
more
a lot of
fabricant?
questions if she says yes.
Oh,
so-
okay.
And I guess there's not as many questions if she says no. It's kind
I
of...
mean, do y'all have any questions for her?
Where'd she get the wig? I'm joking.
Who's her wig maker?
Yeah.
Who's the wig maker? They suck.
With her bank credentials.
Where would she keep her valuable items?
Oh, that's a
Where
good
do you
one.
keep all your money?
For some reason, that came to me. Maybe I
Wait,
was an evil
Mariette
doer.
told me to take her bag, right?
Did she? Yeah, you're talking to Trevor. Yes,
Yeah, I'm talking
she
to
did.
Trevor.
She did. She did say.
Is there anything in her bag that looks important?
Well, if you're going over the body as you're getting questions ready, you look at the little bag on her side. The bag is mostly empty. It's charcoal pins and some little materials to maybe write stuff down. But she has a little journal in there, a little book.
Dear diary.
I had to kind of.
I'm so tired of all these people.
It's a schematic / idea journal. It's an ideation journal for an artificer. But in there is notes about fabricant, golems, constructs. strange things that you actually don't think you understand fully. They're magic, but they're artificery, which I don't think you have proficiency with tinker tools yet. So it's,
I'm like halfway there.
okay. Well,
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. It's still confusing. So
Yeah.
go ahead and say roll disadvantage. Make an Arcana check for me.
You were holding a screwdriver with a pencil. What do you mean?
It's juice of the quill.
Holding a screwdriver like a quill is kind of funny.
Those are both identical. That did not matter at all.
2 and 2.
So that, what was I rolling again?
Arcana.
Arcana.
7 and 7.
Oh, 7.
So that is a 16.
Okay. There is sections in here that get really complex, but sections about the fabricant and ideations about what items might produce a more powerful fabricant. She spitballs a lot of ideas. She sketches a lot of schematics. You find a page that describes the little pin whistle. That was probably what was just mentioned by Indigo over there. As an item that belonged to a legendary courtesan of the southern islands, far to the south and on the other side of the hemisphere, that could simply blow a whistle and get any king or queen to submit to her call. But didn't really get to blow that whistle today. She dead. but
Wow.
there is clear designs of greater power. Ideas of what potential levels of magic could artifact from the first mages wield, or someone that has nearly reached divinity, such as the Malisons. You know, what manifestation could that have? And she didn't even consider the fact that some of these people with this powerful level of magic might have more willpower just in magic alone than a person wielding their power. Mm-hmm. So
Idiot.
she didn't consider that, it seems, very clearly.
Idiot.
But you get her.
She's like,
She did not.
Yeah.
Also,
But this book might help those who understand or decipher the scroll, the large Tickerin scroll.
yeah, what I'm probably gonna do is later on, I'm gonna take the book, the scroll, and her writings, and just try to scheme, decipher it all.
You gonna
try-
make
try
me a
to put
little
together.
sibling? Kaislin?
Chell's like, we can't bring children to this.
What?
So,
Okay, that wasn't in character.
so are
You're asking me to make a child for you. I don't think we have that kind of relationship. I didn't think you'd ask that of me.
Anyway, is there anything else in the bag?
No. Arcturia speaks up to you. Oh, actually, yes, there is something else in the bag. There is. I almost
Driver's
forgot.
license.
There's a brochure, I know, and like a menu for a restaurant. There's also a little glass bead filled with purple lightning. It is a breakable magical item, it seems. Something that's shattered and used once.
Do you know what this is?
Oh, that's that one thing from the Dragon Prince.
Oh my god.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Do you know what this is?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Do I?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit!
it's a frozen grape.
It's a frozen grape! Oh. No, Chell, no!
Chell.
I was gone.
Yeah.
I'll take a gander at it.
It's definitely a magical item. It's definitely combustible or used by breaking. The shell itself has the signs of a disposable magical item. So yeah, just something to consider.
Just like bead of fireball or something.
What's the purple light?
I mean, it's hard to tell. Go ahead and just roll Arcana disadvantage again, because it's literally a glass ball with purple lightning in it.
Yeah.
There's no runes on this.
That's gonna be a 15.
It's probably some sort of spell storing device, and the spell within it is definitely powerful, but as sort of what spell it is, no idea. And there's just no runes, so like you're kind of just spitting in the dark. Like it's something that she would want to use, probably as like, you know, a trump card of sorts, right? So maybe it's a really powerful attack. Maybe it's some sort of improvement or healing. Maybe it's a invisibility. Maybe it's teleportation. Who knows?
She's full of herself.
Maybe it's a glam up ball.
Maybe she has written it down in here.
No.
No. I assume some kind of something that's storing a spell. Probably break it, let it go. Maybe like a lightning bolt or something. I don't know.
Well, why don't you guys go ahead and ask her?
That could be one
Yeah,
of
we
the
can ask
questions.
what that is if we
I
run out
mean,
of
I
questions.
might waste a question, actually. Maybe you shouldn't, but...
We'll put that at the end of the list.
So what is the question?
What is the purple lightning orb that she had on her?
What is this?
Purple bad.
Purple bad.
Purple bad.
Disgusting.
Okay.
Alright, well, I guess I should probably hide behind a pillar or something.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, I know you grabbed the red stone ring, but you didn't grab the other
Oh
ring.
yeah, what's the other ring?
You just grab it. It's a magical ring. It has some sort of magical power.
But you will be identifying so many things.
It's red, but what's the other one?
The other one has like a whitish blue like stone in it, and it's like a very like simple band. It definitely doesn't match her entire getup. It doesn't look as nice, you know. But it's probably because it's useful. Yeah.
All right. Okay, time to. Here, Indigo. Do like what does he sound like?
Thinking about it.
Okay.
Put on a country accent.
Oh god damn it. Oh.
No, he doesn't have the accent anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
He got rid of it because he was embarrassed.
He has a bad Velstein accent.
He tries to speak with a Velstein
no.
accent, but it's really bad.
Oh. Okay.
Do you transform into him?
I get. What?
So what you guys see is essentially Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek 3, but in baggy woman's clothing.
Okay.
Is he any taller than that?
No,
He's a gnome.
he's a no.
Oh,
I
right.
don't
Okay, let
remember
me just-
what that guy looks like.
Just look at
Okay.
You see, you're like creator, you're tormentor. Okay.
You know, this is a lot of.
You know, I think I'm going to just
that guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to change out of this real quick. 1 second. And it's like horrible. Like this is like nothing. There's like nothing underneath the. Because I don't
The
think you've
Sims-
seen
it's the
underneath him.
Sims,
Yeah.
You know, so it's like
installation.
so it's just like a gray box. Okay. Guys, give me that. Give me your shirt. Not your shirt. Your coat.
Sure, guys.
Give me your coat.
We'll take it off. She's asking.
Why do you need it?
Didn't
naked.
you make?
Oh.
Didn't you make clothes before you tried doing that?
I mean, I did, but I'm a little tired right now.
Painting your skin.
Here, let me
Body
try. Look at the basic, you know, shirt.
If you look
She's just
closely,
like-
it might have the texture of flesh in some areas.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's a little.
She's dead. She won't look that close.
Yes, she's dead, so it's fine.
Her eyes are during the water. She'll barely be able to see.
Or we could just kind of.
And guidance.
Yay.
I don't have any more inspirations, so that's all
We
right.
could poke her eyeballs out first. That's a little.
That's a
fucked
little
up.
morbid. That's a little morbid.
Yeah, you can cast light.
Well, then
You
we
can
would
keep
have
your
to
jacket now, but I'll remember this.
We would have to rely on Angel's ability to do a Zangathi man
You know, you're
with
right.
a bad
You're right.
Steve
You're
accent.
right. That's a.
All right.
Yes.
So, there. Let me get into Julian real quick. Julian, hear his voice, and then
That
try to do
Julian
guys.
doing a bad Philistine accent.
Oh,
That's a little bit of a
That's-
Velstein accent.
little bit of a Velstein accent.
That's pretty close.
Actually,
Close
not.
enough.
Is it close enough?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. It's a little bit of a Clangorian by accident.
I feel.
Can't they put a lot more
Mildly
emphasis on the letter V?
Just mildly though. That's a little. Excuse me.
Here.
She's dead. I don't think she'll
But she's dead,
read
so
too deep into it.
Okay.
hopefully it'll be
All right.
fine.
How does he present himself?
It's the biggest thing to get.
She thinks
is-
about how he presents himself. How
Like
does he
he's
present?
hot shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's looking like Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek the Third. He's acting like he's hot shit.
Yeah.
bro, this is like, you know, abusive father. And Michelle's just like,
Yeah.
Like he's a father until it's like time to serve.
serve cut.
I,
It's Rumpelstiltskin if he served cunt.
Yeah.
Clearly.
You're right.
So the two biggest recommendations I give you for the accent is that the TH that you're used to is more of a Z sound.
Z.
So that, this, those. And then the
Shut
other
the fuck up.
is lots of
Shut the
the
fuck up.
W's that you're used to are more
The.
Like
So verb.
Web. Ah, yes, it's like you do, like
Or
like
both.
you do the web. Yes. That. Okay.
There's a lot more to the accent, but those are like the two big things to really kind of set it a little bit easier.
Vat.
Exactly.
I want water. Yes.
I want. It goes
Oh, also,
Zavata.
some backstory. They're like
I want
kind
to
of
suck your
as they
blood.
were, like on and
I
off
want to
again.
suck your
Like
blood.
she's
I
like,
made it's a bit of a.
and he's like, "Oh, my queen," that sort of thing.
My queen.
What?
My queen.
I was describing their relationship. It was really weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Would he be like if he saw her corpse? Be like,
Oh, my love.
my love.
I feel like this is a corpse that we're trying to trick, and they don't know that we're going to have to go this deep into it.
I don't think
It's a little
really-
fun. I'm going to be
Like,
honest.
oh, I
don't
can't
think
believe
that
you're
I
dead.
need to
No,
say this is a corpse.
We've got. I guess we've all. There's some traumatic events happening
I'll
today.
punish Asha for this or something.
I think you should just roll with it at this point.
I will
So,
greatly punish Asha for this. Yes. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I think we're ready to go.
Shall I guess this?
Okay, I'm gonna go hide behind the pillar right over.
What questions am I asking?
Oh, duh.
You
Has
wrote them
anybody
down.
made any more fabricant?
That is the first one, and then we huddle up. And then we get in a little huddle afterwards.
So you cast the spell.
Yes. I am now at the third level.
Alright, let me get my deception modifier.
Her like jaw is permanently like almost stuck in this like sort of position, you know. Like all the moisture got squeezed out of her, so she's kind of like a.
She's
Oh, they both rolled 14.
she's in a permanent shock.
Alright.
Touch her mouse and
Do you have any pet name? Telepathically, do you have any pet names?
her pet names.
Fuck. You don't think so?
No.
Okay. Oh. My love. What has happened to you?
Oh.
Shit. Joe realizes. Shit.
Oh.
It's okay.
Little runt.
This is
Died. A fool's casting. Can you go ahead and just roll like?
This is kind of funny though. I want.
Does
like,
he call her my favorite? No, does she call him
My
my
favorite
favorite
little
runt?
runt. Yeah.
the getting some real fucked up.
18 plus 5.
relationships.
Okay.
Deception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She seems to be all in it.
They're a little bit.
Okay,
They're
23.
like a little bit freak for freak over here.
Okay.
I had to deal with this.
I'm so sorry.
Tell me, are there any more Enzimo fabricin that are unaccounted for?
Can you just roll persuasion with advantage for me?
And
Yeah.
she kind of looked at me like, huh?
She does seem
Persuasion?
like a little confused by the question.
Guys, not there. It's fine.
Because I realized it's
Yeah.
a confusing question for her after,
Yeah.
so I had to be like, okay, unaccounted for. Because I'm hoping we can, like, maybe add, like,
Yeah.
you know of some, and then whatever she gives. I'm just trying to explain. Oh, that's not one. Oh,
With advantage?
with advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. I forgot to add this as the last one.
Oh.
What do I do with
You
it?
don't have to.
It only lasts.
You could
a
choose
little
when
bit.
to use it.
Okay.
It just lasts for a minute.
That's another nat one.
Whoa.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
It is deception though.
Oh, wait, deception?
Persuasion. sorry.
Persuasion.
Yeah, no, persuasion, that's worse for me.
Okay.
It would be a 3 either way, and then if I add
Yeah,
this,
use that.
I think you just confused her with your question. It's like, what the fuck are you asking?
it's 5.
Besides your other servants, I don't think any are unaccounted for.
The word unaccounted for is not.
Yeah. Oh, the timer.
Oh.
It's a bomb!
Not actually.
No.
Not actually.
Game. It's game.
It's game. It's game.
Game.
Playing D&D.
For
What's your
gamers.
next question?
Shit, how many questions do I have?
You've used 3.
Have we?
No, you
No,
do
I've
too.
used 2. I've used 2.
Oh, you're right.
Alright,
Sorry.
How many questions do I get? 5?
we get 5.
I'd like to imagine you said that in character. How many questions did he use? 2.
Fuck! Okay, yeah. I'm huddling.
Ask if there were any more Fabricant. If anybody made any more Fabricant after Mariette.
Okay.
Maybe how many Fabricant have been made? Bring up the number.
Right here.
After Mariette.
I'm writing this down. So
Yeah.
Brooke remembers. How many Fabricant?
What's her bake crafting number?
And if there have been any made after Mariette, who made them?
Okay. I will ask that after this question. Okay. Alright. Huddling back. Is disgusting. No, darling. What I mean is how many Fabricant were made after Mariette. Shell would do a lot better than me.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm trying to make. I'm doing an accent with an accent with an accent.
I roll persuasion for me advantage again.
I really imagine like your Julian was coming out for that H.
Oh yeah.
How?
How?
Okay.
Having a stroke.
Glad it was advantage. 18 plus 5.
Can I say that I gave
Not
her
5 plus 2.
guidance
On the
before
next
she
one.
went back?
Sure it is.
So dirty 20.
So you have guidance again after this.
After this one. Okay. I assume only your commissioned work you didn't explain to me. Besides that, the secret is still safe, darling. So, seems like he has a project that he didn't fully tell her about.
Okay. Secrets will save. So that means I can't ask who made them.
Yeah. She said commissioned work?
Commissioned work.
Who commissioned
Yeah,
me?
who would he
Oh, it's
commission?
commission?
Wait, like he
That's what she
was
said.
commissioned
She
or
said
he commissioned?
his commissioned work. That he
That
didn't
could
tell her
be
about.
either way.
He didn't tell her about.
Do you want to just say, tell me everything you know about
Look,
the commission?
If you're asking about Fabricant and you're wondering who knows how to make Fabricant, if it's commissioned
Yeah.
work, then he's obviously making whatever it is, you know. So someone is probably paying him to help or do it, you know. Yeah. But he didn't tell her all the details.
Okay.
I mean,
So
are
that
you huddling
was-
back up?
Yeah.
That was this.
That was 3. Okay. So,
Just what? Have her tell us everything she knows about a commission?
She's like over there, like.
because it could be, what? Because if it's, the question is who commissioned,
Yeah.
I don't think she'd
She
know.
wouldn't know that.
What about, has she done any commissions? Her. Do you know that?
No.
I think the way she was saying it is that after Mariette, unless you made any, then no more others.
Yeah, this was.
It's kind of what she said. Yeah.
So she only made the fun.
How many other?
There's me, Mariette, and Nathaniel.
Okay,
And
and,
then-
now one of them is, so just 2.
Yeah.
And
far
then
as we
there was the prototype Kavak.
That's not the.
That's
oh.
not a Fabricant.
They were similar at least. It was like
But it's not. It has nothing to do with.
nothing to do with that. But
He was a guy that was turned into a machine.
he still had like the same cavity.
Yeah.
I wonder how
Insects.
he is doing.
Yeah, I don't know. He probably blew up.
I never got the message back from.
Imagine that was the end of the story.
Well, he sounded a little like
You said Nathaniel?
panicked
Nathaniel.
when he was leaving. Understandable.
Nathaniel Crookeye.
Huh?
What?
Sorry, what the fuck?
What did I miss?
Nathaniel Kruger? Right.
Who is
You're
this?
damn right.
Nathaniel Kukai?
He was like
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
It's
With an M.
Nathaniel.
With an M.
Nathaniel Kruger.
Nathaniel.
So
Nathaniel.
who is this?
Like
You know, I don't really know a
Like
lot
Matthew
about
and
him.
Nathaniel put together.
Who made him?
Why would you put both of them
Andrews
together?
did. He was like the first attempt. He was a lot more mindless loyal, which is why I didn't even attempt asking him if he wanted to leave with me, because I knew he wouldn't.
Here we have 2 questions.
Alright.
What? How does she know about the Alex Grace?
That's a good question.
Good
I
question.
should
That is
find
a
out about
very-
Alex Grace.
I'm assuming the same way or a very similar way that Pat discovered it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're the ones that.
Does Andrix know? Say, did you ever tell me you were coming here?
Okay.
Did.
Well, just who else knows about the Alex Grace?
Wait, did you ever tell me or anyone else you were coming here?
Yeah.
Is that count as 1 or 2 questions?
I'll count it as one since
It's one question.
Sure.
Okay.
Or you can say, did you ever tell anyone else?
Okay.
Who did you tell that you were coming here? Because
Oh.
then she can list the names, or she can say no one.
Or maybe specify who is everyone that you've told. Make
did
it clear
you
that that
tell?
includes if they've told you or not.
Okay, so we only have 2 left, right? So which 2 are we on with?
I was saying, who did you tell? Who did you tell?
And how did you find out? About
Who
this
knew
place?
you came here?
Yeah, that's a better way.
Who knew you were coming here? How'd you find out about this place?
Okay, who knew you were coming here? How did you? How about this place? Okay. Alright. Cool. 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 All right. Who knew you were coming here?
The secret is safe with me, darling. Only you and your contacts. No, my mission is still secret. Well, it used to be.
Because now you guys know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Next question.
Last question.
Cause I'm also trying to ask this question how it makes sense to her. Or does that matter?
It kind of matters.
Because I'm like, how
might
did
have
you
to
find
roll.
out about this place? It's kind of weird hearing that come
You could-
from.
You could ask them like, remind me again how we came across this information. Of this,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
okay, I'll do that.
just play into it.
My memory is getting a little out of whack. You've been missing for quite a while. Remind me, how did we find this place?
Okay. Roll persuasion with advantage for me.
With guidance.
With guidance.
What's guidance?
A D4.
Okay, there you go. Persuasion. Ooh, I'm rolling a lot of 18s today. 18. Okay, 18 plus 4. 18,
22.
22.
Plus your modifier.
No, yeah, it was 22.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Because it was a 2 from this and 2 from my mod.
Okay. 22.
I hope it's deception, not persuasion, gamers.
Yep.
You'd told me that the information of your contacts comes from a traveler in the mountains.
Pause for a moment.
Thirsty, aren't
So
you?
thirsty.
I have no moisture in me.
Thank you. I was so thirsty.
You said the contact acquired this information from that traveler, and it wouldn't leak anywhere else. That was quite clever of you. You're so clever and quiet in your actions.
And this was the last question, right? no, I wanted to be like, and you're stupid.
So it seems that the rumor of someone who traveled the mountains got out, but that person was maybe taken by whoever was contacted with Andrix, and Andrix was given that information. So Pat originally said that there were rumors he was hearing that a shepherd had come across something in the mountains.
And then he like disappeared.
Okay, well, first off, well, so what have we learned today?
He's gonna kill me.
Okay,
He's gonna turn me into a frog or something.
well,
Stuart.
he's not gonna kill you. Not if we can help it.
Yes, we are all a team. I'm not going to let that happen.
But he could like command me with the master rod is real.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You did find her submission, her scepter of submission on her.
Oh.
So,
Submission.
this thing, this scepter, is it working on like everybody or just you?
I didn't think hers would work on me.
They did get it to work on you for a moment.
Wait,
I don't know how
it work on Rosalie?
That wasn't what she used.
That
Wasn't
I
what
think
she
that's
used.
the thing, yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
She was able to command you with it for a moment.
Yeah, it worked.
Wait,
I
one second, I'm
wonder-
going to just, can we break this?
Maybe not, because we might be able to.
Oh, I get what you're out of character asking if we could split the episode here, right?
No.
No,
No.
the scepter.
I'm talking about
You
the
asked
scepter.
in a Hope's voice. Oh,
No,
was
I
just like-
didn't.
Yeah, wasn't it?
What
Yours
the
is
fuck?
Chelsea's, okay.
No, you're fucking stupid.
Because
No,
I
alright.
wonder actually. I don't know how
That might help
the
us-
effects last on it, because if we can use more time to make the effects last longer, we could use the scepter to say ignore any commands from any more scepters and make it last permanently.
That sounds like some weird paradox that's gonna make me explode or something.
Theoretically, those look like you could break it. The birds also were telling you that.
We might, because I don't know anything about it. It was just kind of spooky. I could control you if I really wanted.
What we can do is identify it at least to know what it's
What
capable
it's
of.
for, yeah. Because he told me that there was like a piece of Asha in there or something, so it can control me. So I don't know why hers works on me.
Maybe
It's
we like look at it. We kind of like if we break it, we kind of take it apart
Right.
and try to see how it works.
What?
You said there is a piece of you in his staff. There might be a piece of, I'll point over to Marionette in there, in hers.
Well, why did it work on me then?
It might be like a temporary thing where her control of Marionette might have lasted days or even weeks. She only had a moment with you, a single command.
You're trying to command me to do something to chill.
Okay, Indigo, I command you to, I don't know, touch your forehead.
So usually it's a one word, but
Touch.
touch, and you just kind of like you're kind of like that. You kind of just like slap yourself in your head.
So it.
Speak.
You speak.
Howdy.
Oh, I don't like this. You take that. You take
So it
that.
seems like
Maybe-
it's just
You just hold on to that.
command.
Unless we're researching it, she holds on to it.
So
Yes, maybe
Alright.
it does
yes.
seem to be the spell command of sorts.
Hey, wait,
yeah.
Can I try this on somebody else?
You could try it on me.
Speak.
Doesn't seem to have any effect on you.
She says so. Is she forced to
I'm
speak
not
now?
No. It is directed consciously. But yeah, no. Doesn't seem to work on Turna.
Try Iceland.
Speak.
Sadly, no.
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 I don't think it's gonna work on me.
It is only for, I guess, you or Mariette or...
Yeah.
Mariette.
Maybe they built something into us that, I don't know.
There's some kind of magic. We should research it.
Yes.
I can't because I don't know what that is.
Identify, like, the ring, the red ring.
Someone
I'm
else
not a rocket
can.
scientist.
We're gonna have to
No,
sit
I'm
down
not
with
the rocket scientist.
Because this
You're
was
a rocket
flashing.
scientist?
I said I'm not a rocket scientist.
What is a rocket?
What's a rocket?
A woman of many talents.
It is
You're a
a thing.
Canadian and rocket scientist.
Look, it is
You
a
make-
thing
you make Mother
in
Klangor proud.
It is a thing from Klangor. They have some, rockets. It is
Exactly. Weapons of war.
weapons of war. That is our entire thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine Klangor rockets are just like massive rocks that they literally like
Rockets.
explode towards you.
Hilarious.
It's like catapult on like steroids.
Yeah.
In Klangor, we have spell called Make a Catapult.
Rocking.
Rocket.
In Klangor, we have a spell called murder. Stab you.
We have spell called Long Range Kaboom.
Yes.
So, like, we should identify this ring also because it was, like, flashing red.
Let's see.
Is that something we have to look into?
No, I do think one, if I move too quickly, my head's going
Is
to
there anything
burst.
else we need in here?
Yes, there's a lot of things we've still not seen in this room.
Right.
Oh, I wanted to take that thing of Zolfust.
Oh yeah, yes,
the holy
guys.
symbol.
There is there's like a sphere back there with a little person inside there. Not
What do you mean person?
a person, but a little creature.
Do you go look?
A creature?
They have a lot of eyes and it
I'll
was
like
small.
walk over, I guess. Yeah. Where is this creature, guys?
There's this glass screen orb. There's like nothing there, and it's just like a little fuzzy in the inside.
What? What is creature? Where's
I go back
creature?
over to it. Is it gone?
It's not there.
Is that gone?
I'm just kidding with you. Come up against the glass, you know.
I was so concerned that the BBEG was just let
There's like a
out.
little crack. You know?
Guys, this crack wasn't here before. Oh no.
There's a very clear label: "Do not break glass. Demon inside." You know. It's just
like that.
Don't pay attention to black. You can release me.
What kind of demon are you?
What kind of demon do you want me to be?
Concerning.
I can make wishes come
Does
true.
he smell like oregano?
It's glass? No, you can't smell. It doesn't.
Put your
have
nostrils
that
up to the glass.
Look, I could just be on my way. You just crack open this glass.
No, I think we're leaving this.
I
here.
could give you like a cold one, a beer, wine.
I put this
You want women? I have women.
women, you say?
I have a contact.
Women are around. Like, they're everywhere.
That's true.
You will find
Best
other
women.
women.
No.
Everywhere.
The women are around. They're
Wait.
everywhere.
The best women I know are already next to me.
Oh.
And Kaislyn.
Chuck's just like,
Oh, right. We welcomed Chuck earlier.
Hey, to womanhood.
Honorary.
Like I don't want to
Honorary member.
like I don't want to open it because I don't want to leave them trapped here for another.
That's true.
I'm
But I
pretty
say not all men.
I
I
don't
mean
think
Chuck.
that's our responsibility.
I feel so
You know, we
Hey, are the Warforges okay?
can banish it back actually.
No, actually.
I don't have the spell slot.
These ones are not fully sentient. So
you
one is
banish?
destroyed, the other one is deactivated.
I
I
could
don't think I have the spell right
Magic
now.
item I do something.
But I could take it in the morning.
Yeah, no, as you guys are looking over, joking about opening this demon and everything, grabbing everything, I just want to make sure, you did, you have the 2 spell scroll cases, you have the box of quintessite, all the money's taken, yeah.
Damn right it is.
Yeah, you have the ring with the horns on it. Over there, Eterna saw the ring with in the black box from Klangor.
We just left that one, didn't we? Or did we keep
I
it?
think we left that one.
Yeah, that's still on the counter. But yeah, no, you guys are just sort of like starting to look through everything, and well, we'll see if you find anything else. We'll get there for our break, but I just wanted to cover all those items real quick. Okay. The party was just looking through all their items they had collected from the treasure vault. I say we just go ahead and start making sure you guys got them all.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What if we put
So
in the
much
bag?
willpower and not spit that water out. Okay.
I'm touching it anymore.
The birds.
I got all that
dragons.
20s.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the Draco Peak, so those are dragons. Okay, so, yeah.
Okay.
So are you gonna rest in the safe? Is that what's gonna happen?
No, it ain't ventilated, bruh.
No, the door's still open, but it ain't
But that's
ventilated.
not like proper ventilation.
No, it's not. I'm glad you're so worried about proper ventilation,
Yeah.
guys.
I mean, she just burned all the oxygen. in
Guys,
here,
this
so-
is like a OSHA violation in
Is
here.
anyone else getting a little tired, like lightheaded?
I mean, like, I
feeling like, man, we're not getting enough, like.
I feel
air
like I'm
here.
melting. Oh wait, I might actually be melting.
Well, see, maybe we should leave
So I think
this little.
we should do another loop around the room, make sure we got everything.
This fair.
Did we put Mariette's body in the bag of holding?
Oh.
Yeah, you can get her
Yeah.
torso and arm.
Oh.
I mean, it's just that. That's what you got.
The head's
That's all
somewhere
I
else.
have.
No, the head's on it. The head's on the
Okay.
torso.
Okay, good.
Oh, is that it?
It's pretty.
Are we?
There's just scrap in other areas.
I definitely think we want to take it with us, if not for a proper burial. Maybe potentially bring them back.
I agree, and also I don't want. I guess we don't want anyone to find her either.
Yeah.
And yes, and be able to try to.
Also, can we destroy her body in some way? I don't really want.
Cool.
We can set her
Yeah.
on fire.
Not while we're in here.
We can
I do not
also-
want to smell that.
We can
I'm not-
also put her in the bag of holding.
Sadhu.
Oh yes, that is fair.
Sadhu.
Can you drag this lovely?
Oh, I was saying
Lovely.
to eat. Never mind.
She's lost all her moisture, so she's like
Jerky.
she's like 60 pounds.
Jerky.
I wasn't going to feed her to Sadhu.
That's all of it.
It would.
I mean,
but
I have
that's-
morals, but that woman didn't, so who cares about her?
No, I don't care about her. I just
Okay.
didn't want Sadhu
Whatever.
eating her. I don't know where she's been.
But didn't she have like a cannon in her hair?
It was on the ground.
No, it's over there.
It came off and it was on the ground, and
It blew
now it's
up.
just assembled. It
Either
just fell
way,
apart.
drag her body outside so we can figure out what to do with it. Sadhu, if you could.
I just kind of don't want Andrix to find it.
Yeah, we could burn it.
I don't know if he would come here himself. But
Luckily, even if he did find it, he could not ask any questions.
true.
Starts dragging her body out.
I don't know what he can do though.
Here, you know what? Let's.
Yeah.
We've put the body. We've put Mariette in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move out with Sadhu, so she's not like dragging the
Okay.
body alone through the corridor.
Please.
Automaton is like,
If there is anyone else that needs to come in, before engaging, just yell very loudly. We do not want another Rosalie situation.
Very good.
Anytime anyone walks out the door, they come back in mind control.
another person.
I'm walking. I'm walking with Sadhu.
Okay.
So we have.
Was
Who-
there?
who wants to
Did
add
you
to
want
the
to look
deck?
for something else?
Oh,
I'm just gonna see
I
what else
wanted
is in
to-
here.
Maybe we're
But give me a
There
mo-
were spell scrolls over there that were like Velstian or something.
They were papers that were Belsian.
Oh.
You have the spell scrolls, the 2 spell scrolls.
Oh. Arcturia, didn't you say that there was a magic item in here that you could occupy?
It isn't magic now, but I can take my shape in it.
What do you mean it isn't magic?
But once I'm in it, it's magical.
What
Now
is
it's just dead.
Well, what is it?
The cat kind of pads out. I'm not sure what they call it. I just call it a boat. But
a boat.
I call it a boat. The cat is now speaking. I think it is over here. She
What
kinda
boat?
pads over to some cloth stack
gonna
of like
be?
tapestries and everything. I need someone to help dig this up. Can someone get all this stuff up? Chuck just
Chuck.
Chuck just kind of throws the tapestries off,
Thanks, Chuck.
and you
The
see
tapestry price for long.
there's like an object that's it's probably roughly like this big, you know, and this wide. It's kind of rectangular, but it does like hook up near the ends where there are handles,
Like
you
a
know.
boat.
Kind of like a boat, yeah, kind of like a boat. But inside, it's very much metal lattice work, all connected to a central point, which is a glass container. Within that container is a, well, no, you would recognize it by now. Within that container is a little blue shard of a very expensive crystal. A very small shard of quintusite is in this object. It is a glass tube, like one of those ancient light bulbs, with a little blue crystal near one of the ends, and it's held by this lattice work cage-like structure. That is it. I can form in there, and I can dwell in there, and it's easy to carry. It's not pocket-sized, but I would call it a pocket-sized home.
Alright, well, I guess we'll keep that with us.
I can go into it now, unless you would like being roommates. I quite enjoy being in your head.
I mean,
So they're just letting anyone in people's heads know? Did I miss something? The ghost sucked.
There's a lot of good things going on. I barely know what's going on anymore. Things are weird.
It's been a weird set of days.
I think we can just stick the thing in the bag of holding for now. I don't really want to lug it around.
You just shove, you just call it Arcturia's vessel or
Arcturia's
vessel.
boat.
Yeah, boat. It's inside the bag of holding now.
Was it like a giant gravy boat? Like what?
It's like that long,
Yeah.
but it's only that wide at some point, so it's longer than it's wide. So yeah, I guess a giant gravy boat.
I'm gonna really quickly go look at those Vilstein documents you had mentioned.
Okay.
Is there any? I also would want to. Is there anything else snake related in here?
We'll just say maybe like a tapestry is left out here.
Okay.
A lot of this is just random historical shit,
Because I want to do a one last call before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to real quick go back in, grab that big Zolfust thing,
Yes.
make sure there isn't any other Zolfust imagery, and then leave. Should I roll for the?
Nah, you know where you left it.
No, I mean there's other, like if there's.
Oh, I'll tell you. No, there's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can just throw like a tapestry over it and just
Yeah,
have it on the side.
yeah, we want to check. Okay, what are we adding to the bag of holding?
Alright. Maria's body, Arcturia's boat is what I have.
I'm gonna be taking the 2 spell scrolls just so I can look them over. Probably
But is that going in the bag of holding? Or do you want
I'm gonna hold on to those.
Okay, I need bag of holding.
Okay, bag of holding. Probably those rings and everything got from what's her name's bag?
I was holding on to those.
Oh, you're holding on to those?
Okay, and I'm gonna put the spa tapestry in there.
What tapestry was just torn down to reveal the boat?
There was no tapestry torn down. It was a pile of old tapestries.
Do we just want to take all those tapestries?
Yeah.
No, you guys can't take everything in here.
Why
No,
not?
let's just leave them.
Like, no, this is that room you saw at the battlefield. There's no way you could fit all this
Heck,
shit
can
through
deal
the
with
whole of the
those.
bag. And also, all else is just historically beneficial for museum people. The people that Pat Icecrest might be in contact with to find this location.
Alright, are you adding anything to the bag of holding?
Well, I can't add the Zolfast thing. It's too big to go.
Okay, so right now I have Mariette's body, Arturia's boat, and the one snake tapestry.
Oh, I put the iron ring with the rubies from Clangor. I put that in there.
Okay.
That's in the bag of holding chat.
Okay, it is in there.
It's already in the chat.
And you have the ring of horn, the horn.
Yeah, I'm holding on to
You
that.
have that.
I want to get that identified at some
You
point.
have the massive chunk of quintusite that has the Velstein crest on it.
And no lead box.
Okay.
Now, I think
Chuck picked that
Chuck
up.
is holding on to
But
that.
that was like literally right before the fight, so just add it to the bag of holding just for the sake
Yeah.
of it.
Okay, the lead box with the
Yes.
quintusite
Yeah.
is in the bag of holding.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's a quintusite.
The
in
lead
that
box. Well, no, technically, yeah. So you put the lead box into the bag, but then you realize the bag itself.
It's starting to freak out.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah. So as if the dimensional portal that would be there does not take the lead box. The lead box is about that big. It's a cube.
I think it
So
would
we
be
can
funny
that?
if
So-
the bag of holding was to just spit things out. It's like, no.
All right. Well,
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
I don't really know who wants to hold on to this. I guess. Who has space to hold on to this? Excellent. Fucking no one.
I'll give it a Chuck for right now.
Say either me or Chuck. I don't have the easiest way to carry it though.
Okay, Chuck.
It probably weighs about 10 pounds.
Chuck.
Chuck.
Here, put this in your bag.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you, darling. Okay.
He gets teleported away. No. The giants were like, "Oh, we want that."
At least it's in a lead box this time.
Okay. You also have the scroll cases. That's right. You the 2 scrolls that I mentioned. That's something else. But besides that, everything else in here just seems to have minor historical significance to societies that you're not too familiar with.
What are you doing with Velmia's journal? Are you just
I have
hanging
plans
on
for
to
it.
it?
For now, at least until we get that to Velen at some point.
Chuck will take a dragon skull. By the way, there was like a dragon skull.
Oh, she has a dragon skull in here?
It was like a smaller dragon skull he was looking at earlier. I'm marking that down for Tommy.
Yeah.
We could talk about what we plan on doing with some of this, what we're planning on giving to Pat and what we're keeping for ourselves.
Okay.
First, there's a couple things I want to look for while we're here. And the first thing, I'm gonna go look at all those documents you were talking about earlier. So,
Okay, well, you'll go look over there. It doesn't take too long to realize a lot of this stuff is actually, like, probably looted from, like, Agengresh and Umberlin. And the stuff that's in here is documentation about, like, the aristocracy, and it names of very powerful people are mentioned. Documentation on many things that are probably, like, financial and, like, societal. Like, these are, like, dossiers on aristocrats and influential people of the time period that this was in. They kept, like, basically their, like, blackmail files on these people in this vault.
Is there anyone on those names that's still relevant, still alive? We could blackmail. No kidding.
Is Andrix on there?
There is... Are you looking for an Andrix?
Yeah, is it the Andrix family?
You're lucky they're alphabetical. There is an Andrix file in there.
there is.
There is also an Everhard file.
I'm opening that shit. Man, a Chell, a different soul takes over a Chell. Man, fuck her.
There's the Imperial family's name is on the file.
Out of curiosity, just for the future, you need to get to level 10 before we get back to, like, a major city. Could you not be seen with these on us?
I know.
The rest of
Well,
them,
I can, like, after I long rest, I can put them in here.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But
I mean, there is quite a lot. A lot of this is, of course, out of date. It's like 60, 80 years old, you know.
I mean, hey.
If you guys want to take all these old files, sure.
We don't.
But I'm going to say it's probably not worth it. So don't waste your space.
I just want to see if there's anything fun on the Andrix, but if it's just kind of blah, blah, blah.
If there's a name that comes to mind, you can tell me and I'll tell you if there's a file on it, basically.
There's no name that comes to mind that Eterna would know.
Fair. Okay.
Is there...
my family's a bunch of historians. It's fine.
Is there anything
My
on
father's family.
Udvik?
Yes. There is a file on Erdvik.
Oh my god. They committed tax
It's a
evasion.
thinner file, but there is one.
Don't got dirty secrets.
But it doesn't seem to be like necessarily file as a family. It has a
Single person.
it's basically a very thin, quick file, you know. Like, you could open it right now and probably a paper would fall out, basically. Is that what you do? Do you open
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Of course I open it.
Yeah.
It's got my last name on it.
As you pull it out, the family's history of that time is a little questionable. You don't really know too much necessarily, maybe. You know, but there is this. There is a document detailing a theory that the Smite Mage is making deals or has been sort of interacting with someone with the name of Erdvik, or they are related, or they are the same person. Because the Smite Mage is detailed as if she has her own file, but it's not on here. But maybe things are starting to...
Maybe that's where the last name came from, is someone else named Erdvik. She took that last name.
So, if Kaizen was thinking of the Smite Mage in Indigo's vision could be potentially someone he knows of, then this might just be the smoking gun that adds enough evidence to that theory.
Is there an Asta in here then? Or a Smite Mage?
There are a list of names
Oh, there's like
that
a million Astas,
like are
too.
like in the file you're reading, there's lists of names that are like code names or nicknames that they go by or whatever the fuck they're called. I can't remember what the word is for that. Asta's among them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this could very well be like her. Yeah.
Take those files, bro. Find out dirt on your grandma.
Grandma, what were you doing?
War crimes.
Money laundering?
So
War crimes and money laundering?
I can't believe you laundered money through a bed and breakfast.
Oh my god.
Was there anything interesting in the Andrix file, or was it just like
money laundering?
the Andrix file does have some things that would be interesting. There is a clear specification of the Andrix family being members and converts to the Melargic Collective Holy Velstian Republic. They are supporters, but it seems like they kept files on supporters and enemies in here. And the Andrix family is closely tied to the Umberland Manufacturing Guild. However, based on what you know about Umberland and its history, at one point it was partially destroyed right before the Second Initiative. They may have died. The Andrix family may have perished in the Umberland explosion. Maybe. But they were definitely very influential in the manufacturing scene and the automaton creation and such, to the point where they're considered like a secret, like a read-in group. Like, there's these words that are used, like Code 1, Code 2, Code 3 families or names. They're a Code 2 family, which means they're read in on certain secrets in the collective, which means they would maybe know how some of the machines work when other people have no idea how they work.
So they were nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
And you'll have more details, but we won't really go across those until they come up, you know. Okay. Any other names?
Asta.
There's no like first name basis here.
Oh. Is no titles either, like Smite Mage or anything like that?
No. Well, no, there are a few titles, but you don't find Smite Mage.
Okay.
You do actually find one exception. Noel.
Dude, Noel.
You find Noel in there, but that's the only exception you find as no last name.
Other journal.
Yeah.
She really laid into that branding.
I'm so mad when the notes that I have for something are in my other journal. But I was just because since Rosalie's out of commission, I was going to ask about oh my gosh. No, never mind. It wouldn't make any sense. Never mind.
The guidebook shell.
Oh, the rich family?
Yeah, but no, they're not from. And then I was also thinking.
Yeah, it's definitely a different generation.
Yeah, different place.
Yeah.
Like it's not. I mean, they wouldn't have the.
Some of these might be global names, to be fair. But yes, no, that was definitely someone of a different generation.
Actually,
Yeah.
there's almost certainly a document on this. Anything in Mother Versa?
Yes. Yes, there is. There is a document on Mother Versa, as well as like the other court magicians that were alive at the time.
You probably should write down any
I'm like grabbing
documents that you do take.
Yeah, I'm probably grabbing like anything like the files I had on Erdvik, probably the Eberhardt ones, and then any like of the like names of the court magicians that I recognize.
Then just go ahead and grab the Mother Versa one, because some of the court magicians that you would really care about.
But yeah, I think everyone else is probably gone except for her. Because I'm like, well, I know Mother Versa has been around for a while.
Yeah.
And also, she apparently knew my great grandmother.
Yeah. So you grab her file. Okay.
And then I know that the Arco family they're just a bunch of academics.
Yeah. They're probably not in here.
It shows like, my mother's family is much more interesting than my father's.
Yeah.
I think the most daring thing they've ever done was, I don't know, put ketchup on eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Want to quickly look around the room? So I'm probably done with the documents now. I got the ones I'm interested in. Is there any kind of like really like high quality fabric or Anything like that?
Sure, we'll say you find like a spool of silk.
These components.
You find like.
You don't
Or are you
know.
just finding stuff
I'll
to
tell you what.
sell? Because I swear to God, we
It's
do not
probably
need
stuff
shit
you
to
can
sell.
You don't know.
It's 20 yards. Of silk.
Brother, we have 900 plus platinum. I think we're okay.
You don't know what my intentions are. Don't assume.
He wants to make a dress.
Why are you taking a bunch of silk, Caslin?
He's just like pulling up a spool.
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you making an outfit for the mage games?
It could be used for that, but I think I know someone who could use this.
For what?
Okay.
I don't know.
Alright, take up space
More like
in
he
the
doesn't
bag
want
of
you to
holding
know.
Are you holding on to it or are you putting it back holding?
Probably bag of holding.
Taking a whole bolt of fabric. Just walking around with it.
Yeah, no, the rest of the stuff in here is just like fancy furniture, thrones of kingdoms overseas or other places, armor that is like bulky or decorative totems. They did just sort of like steal relics and holy items of cultures you
Just
have
'cause.
no idea. Yeah, no, like they're but like some of these holy relics, of course, have gems in their eyes or golden leafing on them. You know, magical items, as far as you know, are the ones you have. That is pretty much clear at this point. As for everything else, yeah, like I said, relics, historical items, heritage items. stuff like that.
Any?
They're gonna come in here and be like, this place has been slightly looted, and conveniently, all the big names and histories, files and shit are gone. And who was in here before us? Prismagik. And it's like, we didn't take anything.
Pat and his archaeologist can deal with the rest of this. Let's go find somewhere to sleep.
One last thing. Is there anything from my faith in here that has been taken?
The book.
Oh.
The Bible.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but besides
The Bible.
the original Bible,
Besides the
I have
Bible.
been the most important relic, but anything else of slight
Yeah.
significance.
Yeah, good guess. Yeah, there would be a box, like a wooden box with a very crude holy bident symbol of your faith scratched into it, and within that box is a holy symbol of your faith. It is carved from wood, but the wood almost has a metallic-like property to it. It is a holy symbol, an ancient holy symbol, a relic of your faith. Don't know who it belonged to, but
Any name inscribed on
it's
it?
a reliquary with a relic in it. You can make a whole fabricant on that.
Let's see who it makes.
I just not realized. You can make a fabricant out of the Book of Elliot. Yeah, no fucking shit, dumbass. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why the other lady was here.
Yeah.
Nothing.
She'll do what she gotta do.
I'm doodling.
Yeah, it was like she came here. She's like, I wonder what I can do. I'll just find a relic item. I hear there's rumors that the book's there. Oh, I hear there's rumors that there's a malice in hand here. Oh, so many great questions. She had no idea what she was walking into.
Idiot.
Anyways,
And I guess I was like, we probably would have grabbed it if we saw any, but any like magical materials that were like, ooh, that's serene silver.
yeah, they don't keep the magical materials in here
Makes
because
sense.
they use that for
They use it.
production.
We found that.
Except for the
shit.
quintessite, but that's extra storage.
Oh yeah, the quintessite was like they can't leave. And no layman can have that. Also, that quintessite, there's a reason it's crested with the imperial family. Like that's a rare chunk. It's like the Hope Diamond.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Alright, let's go find somewhere to sleep.
Yes.
You guys will exit the room, eventually meet with Sadu, passing the little automaton who's now coming to and just like,
Oh, you're alive. That's good for you. Well, thanks for coming by. Guess we just took a lot of stuff out of there.
So like, if somebody by the name of Pat Icecrest comes by,
look, I opened the door for anyone that knows the password. That's my entire prerogative.
Can we change the password?
Can you?
Where's your like, manual doc?
Maybe?
Where's the manual?
I don't know how much you understand about automatons. I mean, pretty sure you can just sort of. He opens his chest. There's like all these gears winding in there and everything.
Is there a change password button?
It's like,
I
you hold
forgot
it-
your password.
You hold it to his pig down in this one spot for a little 3 seconds, you know. Looks a little complicated to me.
Okay,
Damn.
yeah, just close that
What
up.
was the password?
We have them written down. Kaiser remembers.
Kaislin has keen mind.
Okay.
So you guys leave the room.
Shut the fuck.
I don't know that.
Just sort of like moving through, maybe like a little bit further beyond this doorway, because you had come down a ramp basically because the floor had collapsed into this level.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know, maybe going not up the ramp, but a little further down to these like almost like hall rooms, like recreational spaces. Like there was a ballroom you passed by that's like partially shattered, and the floor is open to the white, snowy underground mud ground of the hillside. You know, there's a hole in the wall on one side. The wind is blowing in, and eventually you'll cross over to a space that is filled with like little lounges. There's a lot of spaces to just sort of like contemplate and work in this vessel, but yeah, you come across like a small, quaint, it's probably just enough to fit all of you comfortably. It's like a study nook almost thing. But yeah, a room to rest in.
Will somebody identify this for me?
I also really want this to be identified. It's the ring.
Let's put a pile of things to identify. Right here.
Ready to go.
Also, beforehand, I do really quickly.
Check
I'm
what's
gonna
going
check out the 2 scrolls that we found. Just want to see what they are.
Excellent. Okay. So, on the case of one of these spell scrolls is the crest of the Arcanist Temple of Velen, the most powerful temple in your faith. You probably can think that these scrolls were ransacked from the Holy Temple in Agengresh whenever the city fell in the war. So this is like a holy spell of sorts for your faith. Yeah, there are 2 of these scrolls. One is unmarked though. One case is unmarked. Do you open the cases to see what they are?
Yes.
Okay, which one do you open first, the unmarked or the marked?
The marked.
Do that on the other side of the room.
He opens it light. Blinds everyone. You open this
Hey guys,
case.
this is supposed to be.
You open this case and you find that inside is a large piece of paper, but it's not just paper, it's a material that is clearly magical canvas from a creature, like treated leather. It's the skin of some sort of magical creature with a magical scroll written on it. It's a powerful ancient spell written probably with techniques that are centuries old. And sort of looking it over, I guess if you unroll it a little bit, it's written in an ink that is tattooed on this canvas basically. It's not just like an ink that can like be wiped away. It's like embedded into the cloth itself. And it sparkles and glistens with like black, like obsidian glass. But
Sure it's not purple?
roll Arcana for me.
Shut the fuck up.
A blade comes out of the darkness. Mariette crawls out of the bag of holding.
15.
15. Just enough to probably
He
realize
really is. What a
that
spring
this
trap.
spell scroll is a divination spell to contact, to call forth, to speak to
She's a spring
something.
trap and you're golden Freddy.
Something far away. There's more writing here detailed in the spell.
Oh, you're right.
Almost like there's probably a specific contact to reach out to. It's written in a language that you're having trouble reading because you only know a few words of it. It is in Threya. It is in the ancient Velstian wizard tongue, the ancient wizard tongue in general. But luckily for you, you have someone that can help you read anything.
Oh. It sounds like, huh?
Because
I
that's
had
some
to get my
homework
readers on.
for you to read. He needs to translate he needs you to translate the Spanish on the paper, you know.
Oh, okay.
I got the most of the words. It's just a couple of them.
What is it? What do you mean look at?
Do not open it fully. Just this part right here.
Out of curiosity. Out of curiosity, roll Arcana for me as well.
Arcana.
Arcana.
Java.
Iguana.
Good job.
You brought 7.
Okay. It is some sort of divination spell. That's about all you get. But what you can read in the spell is a name.
Disintegrate.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
This is a spell that targets something, and what is written is what it is targeting. It is written as the name that. Roll history for me.
Uh-oh.
You know, that's a...
Yeah, there's a name here.
The machine god himself.
Commune with the machine god.
14.
14. Yeah, no, you've done some plays. He's usually a minor character because he's not the most important one in this area. But this scroll contacts someone with the first name of Joran. But his last name is also written,
Wait,
which you don't recognize.
Is that Velnia's brother?
Yeah, it's
You believe this to be a spell to contact Joran Tolson, which of this power would probably be Velnia's brother. The other one who traveled the mountains to learn magic for the dragons.
the other one.
The other one.
The other
The one that's
sibling.
less important than Velsia.
So it just says contact Joran Towson. No, I don't say that in character. I'm asking you.
Yeah, well, that's what you can get because your roll was kind of low on that. But what you can translate is the name, and what you get is that it's a contact spells and sorts.
Okay, so obviously, so it says something. I think it's a contact spell.
It's
for one thing.
contact.
It's
There's a
contact
name
spell.
I cannot.
The name, it's really fuzzy. I think this is from having a hard time, but it says something. The J. Hold on. Joran Towson.
That is the name, right?
Joran is definitely the name. The last name,
We don't know the
I
last
haven't heard the name before.
name. Given the context of it, holy shit.
What's the
It
context?
is holy, yes. But do I know?
Joran.
You do know Joran.
Okay.
Like Velnia
Yeah.
and Joran.
That instantly clicks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The first mages.
Well, that's pretty big for you.
Does
Congratulations.
it contact him after death?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
There's reason it's...
I would say keep that on you.
Yes.
In the. That seems like a last resort kind of thing.
You look at the second spell?
Before I do, because that
Okay.
was like a doozy to go through. I'm like, oh my god.
Yes.
He's
I'm
having-
about to go to sleep in a bit. Pray Tamantara. As I kind of close my eyes for a moment and they open back up and there's a little more slitted. As I will enhance ability, intelligence.
His pupils are vertical now.
The vertical.
Okay.
Yes, I'll go ahead. I'll look at the next one.
Roll Arcana for me. As you look at this one, it is less like finely detailed as the previous one was. This is the uncrested case.
That will be a. Can I do math? Yes, 23.
This is the same spell. It does not have a specific target though. Both these spell scrolls are spells of contact other plane.
So,
So this one has no name on it, so I can put one on here.
Yeah. You could use it to contact whoever you wish.
So I got one check to Joran. The other is a blank check. I can put whatever name I want on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
who made these?
Let's contact other plane again.
Probably the Arcanist Faith, since it's crested on the scroll case, or some ancient practice.
They just made a call God.
More like called God's like sibling.
Call God's brother.
John.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Call God's brother.
You know?
Well, is that all you need me to translate? That did anything else I need to translate? You look like you're having a moment. I
That should
understand.
be. That should be it.
I just want those 2 rings I didn't
No,
find.
I need this one. I wasn't wearing it. It's
If I
just-
can get that favor from you, actually.
What kind of favor?
By the both of you, while I identify this, I know we started on it. I will take out the tinker and
Oh, right,
thing.
right.
Oh,
If you can
right.
just, I give my spell scroll as well. If you can finish transcribing it.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Not too bad.
I think we got partially done before, but
Yeah, we didn't finish.
It's almost a little fun that I haven't transcribed things in a while.
Okay, you both will be working on that. So one of you can roll advantage, or you both can roll separately. I'm gonna say, let's just make it this final roll Arcana. Why not?
I think your Arcana's probably better
What's
than
your
mine.
Arcana?
I think it's a 1.
Because mine's +2.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. You can give me maybe like, I don't know, guidance.
+1. Yeah, I can give you guidance and advantage.
I'll allow it, even though it's like a multi-minute long
Oh,
process.
right.
You know.
Bro, we're gonna spend like a lot of time.
I
sitting
can
here
keep
writing.
guessing
Yeah.
it.
So is it advantage? What?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Advantage and guidance.
Imagine every minute. She's just got.
Oh God.
She's
I'm
tooting her
glad-
horn.
God.
Every minute you hear do do do.
shit.
What did I roll? My dice changed.
Well, that's the
I'm just gonna assume that that's a 6. Yeah, sure, 6.
Where was the
8.
body? What do you do with the body of what's that woman's name?
We dragged it here.
She's
Okay, she's
right
here.
next to you.
Quick question: is she completely drained of all moisture, or is there a little bit left?
No, there's no moisture in her body.
Why?
Dependency, because they use their blood to get more answers.
Blight is the only spell
Shit.
that just robs you of everything.
Well, I got an 8 on the Arcana roll,
It'll take some time.
even with advantage and guidance. So
But you guys were nearly done, so it's just gonna take some time to finish it. But you'll.
I wouldn't have gotten it
Finish.
any better.
because I mean I know this says I know this says, but like I don't know what it means.
Me either.
Like it says one thing, but I know it's trying to imply another. This is why I never went into action to translating anything. I feel like I'm back helping my father work on his stuff.
What else do you do, Faisal?
I am just identifying now.
Which item first?
So do we want to get Rosalie in on this action?
Yeah. Rose
You know,
help.
that is where I remember seeing your name before. I think I helped my dad grade your papers before. You know, like your assignments.
Does that would make sense?
Yeah. I remember
Your
that.
handwriting was a lot better before the accident.
Hey, listen.
So Rosalie will also help identify.
So I guess we're both gonna get one ring each to start with. I'll get the red one.
I'm just gonna start listing off these things. Are you identifying the Clangor ring as well?
We
I
left
thought we already figured out that
Oh,
was...
so shit, yeah, you left the Clangor ring. Never mind.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
literally have it in the bag of holding.
There's mixed messages, that's right.
Yeah.
So yes.
I
did?
thought we left
right,
it, but I
right,
put
right.
it in the bag of
Yeah.
holding.
I think we decided we were going to sell it or something.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
could identify it just to see if it
feel
does.
like
yeah.
at least my priority is I'm doing the red ring, and then I'm doing the scepter.
Oh, the command center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want the ram ring to be identified because if it's good, I'm taking it.
Rosalie will just do that one then next.
Well, we can. I'll take out the Clangor ring,
Yeah.
get the box or whatever it's in, and we can identify this. It's not important. We're probably going to sell it. But
Okay. I'll still take a look at it though. She'll do that ring after this ring. Okay, so I'm just
Identifying party.
I'm just gonna start listing
So many
these off
rings.
because you guys are doing the hour-long identification.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's funny
Actually-
is I could have taken my another invocation would have given me identify, and I was like,
We don't have a
tempting.
Yeah.
pearl, right?
I don't know, we might.
I'm kidding.
But that might have been, was there any pearls in that room we were in?
No.
No.
No,
So
I
you
mean
can't really
like
cast it unless you have.
I
that.
know I
Yeah,
have
I-
some like in my genie thing, but I can't get
The
them.
house rule says it
No.
takes an hour during a short rest to identify one item. So
Yeah.
you can do that.
So we get a short rest.
Yeah, I guess we're doing.
well, yeah, you're gonna short rest and then into a long rest, basically.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I guess I'll just spend 2 hours identifying 2 items.
Okay. So
We're gonna keep an eye out for a pearl from somewhere, maybe from you later on.
I know.
the first we'll do the red stoned ring that came off of Kroonfold.
Excellent.
That ring that Kaizen is identifying first is the Ring of the Master. This ring is a ring that once per long rest allows you to cast Dominate Monster. So you do get a Dominate Monster.
Oh my god, 8th level spell.
That's,
Wait, is it?
that's a
Oh
little
shit!
bit.
No, it's a roll it's sunup. It's not once per long rest. It's a roll at sunup. So there's a good chance you'll get it back, but it's not always guaranteed.
Okay.
But it has other benefits. So
What other benefits?
yeah, it basically gives disadvantage to anything resisting your control.
Oh.
So anytime a creature resists a command of yours that makes a save against your compulsions, they roll disadvantage. So that would work with suggestion as well.
Honestly, give me that.
That is, it's a pretty evil device, but basically enchantment spells that force someone to do what you want, they roll disadvantage. And to escape it, it's a disadvantage. So
That would
it's
actually be great for me.
it's pretty spicy.
Because I have
It's not in D&D
suggestion.
Beyond yet, but we'll get to that. Okay, the scepter is, it is, well, I guess like it doesn't really have a proper name. It's technically a magical item, but it's a situational magical item. It's I'll say it's Kroonfold's Scepter of Submission. The scepter is meant to command without resistance constructs and fabricant of creation by her hand. However, with the identify, it does seem like it can be bent and command can be exchanged somehow. It basically carries a lingering piece of the soul, it seems. So it's like a piece of people, but it's like on the scepter are clinging essences of indigo, of Mariette now fated. So it is a device to command those who it is attached to. And attachment can be traded, it seems. So Andrix at some point
he gave her the
just in
key.
case she ran into, it seems.
And is it just command?
Yeah,
Alright.
just command.
The command indigo staff.
Pretty much.
I'm the only one left.
Pretty much.
Dance.
Dance for me. Okay. By the way, it's at dawn. It's a 50-50 chance if you get dominate monster back. If you want to write that down, so it's like a D6, and I said like it's a 1 through 3, and you get it back. But yeah.
1 through 3 gets it back.
Okay. Yeah, the other two items, the rings that are being identified by Rosalie. First is the Ring of the Ram. The Ring of Horns is the Ring of the Ram. That's in D&D Beyond. You can look that up at Chell.
Yeah, I figured it was,
Yeah, fair.
but I just want to check in-game.
No, fair. This Ring of the Ram is specifically from a tribe of Minotaur, people of Minotaur, from Melia's far eastern side, a land called the like clouded jungle. But it is. You get some of these elements with identify, as Rosalie explains it. Not everything. The item just has a lot of like weight to it. But assuming that this item's here, it was probably a very important item to those people. They might be dead.
Yeah.
They might be all gone.
Yeah.
I will say, this item would be really funny on Chuck, because if he wants to break something at 60 feet away, he can use all 3 charges at once, get a plus 15 to his strength, and like, with his plus 5 he already has, have a plus 20 to his roll.
Break through anything, man.
Exactly.
Besides that, the other ring, the Clangorian ring, is a ring of fire resistance.
Oh.
It is a ring that, if you attune to it, just gives you fire resistance. It is holy, but it is not attached to the god. It's just written and made for the worship of the god.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to keep that, just because it's got
Oh yeah.
that god attached to it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm just not particularly interested in keeping.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we can sell it.
Yeah. It's like good magic item.
Yeah, it's a good magic item.
So those are two items each. Identified now.
Let me go and edit that.
You can keep on going,
This is pretty good.
but you'll have to sort of like be willing to rest longer the next day.
Yeah.
Do I need to attune to that ring of dominate, whatever?
What was the
Yes.
other?
I'm gonna start attuning to that.
What was the other ring that she had? The blue one.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want to identify was
I think Rosalie was identifying that one, right?
No, she was
No,
doing...
mine.
Oh,
We haven't identified this one.
yeah, the other one.
Yeah. So you want to stay up another hour and do that one?
Sure.
I can't do the identify ritual, can I?
No. You have to be able to cast identify to do
Is
it.
Ring of Ram not attunement?
Well, they're a bard.
Bards can cast identify.
Do you have the spell? That's what I'm asking
Oh,
you,
no.
basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
I think in my
wait.
house
I've got,
rules,
like,
I said
the-
if you can cast identify, then you can use the ritual short rest to
Yeah.
identify something.
I've got a weird spirits bard thing.
Fair?
While they continue, can I attune to the Ring of the Ram?
Sure.
Yeah.
As you're like,
Yes, you found it. She like turns, the staff into
Yeah.
a snake. Whatever. You found
Not
it.
that, not that.
I'll keep it.
Not that.
Aw, you're so cute slithering around.
What level is
What did I call
identify?
you, Slithers?
she's gonna slither
cute.
into
What
the
level's
mouth.
identify?
Ew.
Identifies first level.
What am I
Yeah,
saying?
it is.
Ew, I did the same thing.
That's right.
Because with my spirit session ability,
Ooh.
I can conduct an hour-long ritual at the end of which I can temporarily learn one spell from any class.
Oh boy.
What is this?
Another one. Okay, blah blah blah. The spell you use must be of a level less than or equal to the number of creatures that conducted the ritual. So I can go up to level 4.
Oh boy.
And is it divination or necromancy?
Yes, divination.
Divination, right?
Divination.
Okay.
Should we look at?
So actually, if we wanted to do that at the beginning of our rest,
What is
that's an hour-long ritual, and then I know identify. Do I need I shouldn't need the material components because I have my spiritual focus, right?
Yeah.
Or is it because it's a...
So when the short rest doesn't need the pearl. So yes.
Oh, so then I could do the short rest.
You could hour-long identify without the magical component of a pearl, but with
Okay.
100 gold. Or whatever it's worth.
50 gold, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in my house rules. I can't find it right now. Oh,
So
there we
during
go.
the first hour of them identifying,
Oh, so no. Actually, that's not the rule. Yeah, I have to remind myself. I don't know if you can actually do this. You have to be proficient in Arcana to cast Identify without casting Identify, basically. So the alternative, my house rule is during a short rest, you may identify a magic item as long as you are proficient in Arcana.
okay.
This task is considered light activity and can be done over an hour or a short rest.
But could you still learn identify?
I don't have the material.
We just don't have the pearl.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay. Well, Rosalie will step another hour, I guess, and do another item. So you're doing that ring, the other ring.
I think you misunderstood my question.
Okay.
Can you still learn identify and then we find the component later and you can do
Oh, yeah,
identify later?
It's temporary.
Oh, okay.
It resets on
We
long
just
rest.
need the.
So I could do that later. I could do another spirit session.
Wow, with those spirits whispering in your ear, and you'd be like, that's not useful right now.
Shut up.
Rosalie's going to also identify the magic item. What's another one we need to identify? There's the purple.
Arcturia's boat.
There's Arcturia's bow, which isn't magical. She said
Oh,
that.
right.
There's the purple bead. There is the.
Oh yeah, bead. Bead.
There's the helmet that
Purple
Jack
bead.
picked up.
Bad.
We'll just do the purple bead. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that one. Okay, so the ring that Kronfold had. This ring is actually a ring of counterspell.
Oh, that's pretty good.
She doesn't actually have the spell counterspell. She had a magic item that gave her the spell counterspell. It has 2 charges.
Yo.
You can cast counterspell at its base level or upcast it for an additional charge 1 level higher. It's pretty simple, but it gets the job done when you need
Yeah, that's
it.
pretty good.
Is it attunement?
I think it is.
Probably.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Shit.
I mean, it's a counterspell ring.
Oh yeah, it probably was, and I'm like, maybe not.
You can cast using it basically, so you do need to be able to cast the spell. Basically, you can't be raging, or wild shaped or anything like that. Okay. And the bead. Rosalie finishes identifying it. 3 hours after the identification process, and she opens her eyes. Oh, interesting. We might actually we could use this if we need to. Depends. It is I don't know where it goes though actually. So this bead she's been described to you. It's actually a teleportation bead. Cracking it teleports a group of you and 5 other people, I think. I'll double check that. But yes, it is in fact a bead of teleportation set to a location.
We don't know where it goes.
Don't know where it goes.
Identify, not tell you where it goes.
Probably would actually. Okay, fine. Yeah, no, it probably would. Yeah, since it's set to a specific location, yes. Then let me get the location's name that would be on the identify.
Andrix's living room.
The bedroom.
Bed.
No!
Andrews walks in. All of a sudden, it's just hell, just like shaped as Greenfold.
Hello.
Hello. Everyone else is behind the curtains.
Knives ready.
Oh, I'm slain.
Oh, I'm dead. Let me double check on
I have
that.
like no attunement slots for this ring.
I think this is right.
Actually, honestly, you having it, 'cause it gives you
Yeah, no,
spell
I was
slots.
because I was thinking about like, I could take the counterspell ring because I have 1 more slot for attunement things, and I was like, that'd actually be great because then I could have my 2 spell slots
for something else.
for something
that's not-
else,
Yeah.
and then I have my 2 counterspells.
That would be
Oh.
Because that's what kind of sucked for me is I was like, dang, I used my 2 counterspells and that was it.
So this
Yeah.
goes to
If I can have it, I would like it.
Rosalie tries to explain it, but the bead actually goes to a apartment in Teo. This is a personal living apartment, it seems, of some sort.
Like her house?
No, she's rich enough to have a mansion. She
I mean,
has
like,
multiple-
but like it's hers.
Yes, yes, of sorts. It goes to some sort of secret home in Teo, it seems.
Well, shit, that's how we go.
That's an easy way to get back,
Well,
actually.
you don't exactly know the building it goes into, so you wouldn't know if there's like traps or something you have to worry about. But yes, that could get you directly to the city.
You said you and 5 other people?
I'm going to double check that.
Okay.
But it is a teleportation bead.
Because that wouldn't take all of us, would it?
Well, we could wait
We're
till.
not familiar, so we don't have to worry about the saw dude.
Because if it's you and one more
Yes,
person.
there's 6 of us, right?
It's actually you and up to 8 willing creatures.
Oh,
Okay.
sick.
Alright.
No problem then.
No problem.
So if we wanted to risk going into her, like, hideout apartment.
She might have a lot of stuff there.
True. And she's dead.
She doesn't need a
She
place.
is dead right over there.
She's shriveled.
Maybe dig around. We find a deed to the house.
Yeah.
So it does
Her
seem to go
mansion
to,
in Agengresh.
like, Rosie
This
basically
is how
explains
we
that.
get
Yeah.
a house.
We steal.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Hendrix would actually turn me into a frog then.
That's fine.
You deserve this.
So yes, this would be
We can
one
unfrog
potential way
you.
the party could instantaneously get to the
Yeah.
city. You just
I think
wouldn't
that's
know
fun.
what's on
I would
the
love
other
to
side.
ransack
You
her
know-
apartment.
Either that or keeping it as a backup to get out of somewhere quickly.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking. It's something else.
Okay.
Kaislin, actually, I'm thinking of what Rosalie said. Would you want to switch rings if? Do you have a slot? More power in you to have?
I
another-
cannot wield anything else
Okay.
right now. What I have is already good. I do think, holding up the counterspell ring, this would be great for you. 2 uses, a counterspell, without using any of your magic.
One is
Oh,
base
so
level,
this-
one's upcast.
This
Wait,
would
can you use that as like an object?
What do you
what
mean
do you
as an
mean?
object?
Like if
What
you
do-
turn into a chair, can you counterspell as a chair?
No, you can't cast.
No, because I think Trevor
Yeah, I
just
can't
said
cast
that you'd be able to
magic.
cast
Man,
spells.
I want like the chair to be in the
No.
room, and it's like who counterspells? Counterspells the chair.
Dun, dun,
There's
dun.
a traitor among us, and it's just the chair.
Yeah, hands to the chair.
See, I don't think that would work. But I could probably, like, I don't know, turn into like a marbled person, and pretend to be one of those like, living statue kind of thing, and then do it, and then
Counterspell.
like I do it, and then I,
Turn back into
yeah.
How horrifying.
That's kind of funny.
No one would ever believe you.
No one will believe you.
I am waiting for one day to
Yeah.
like do something that's so out of pocket, and it'd be
Yeah.
like, no one would believe you, and then turn into like a watermelon.
What the fuck?
Because what kind of acid trip would someone be on?
Yeah.
They hallucinated not only like anyone, but like a famed actress
Actress and Jill Orco.
does like a magic thing that
Yeah.
on record she can't do. And then she goes, no one will believe you, and then turns into a chair. Dude,
Whoa.
you're going to jail, brother. You're not
Yeah.
being believed. I'm actually going to take these, I think.
Yes,
It's a great
do.
idea.
You just reminded me out of character that druids in New Edition now can speak in wild shape.
Oh, yeah.
Your dog can talk to you.
The dog just look at you saying, no one will ever believe you.
Alright, so I start casting Tiny Hut.
Is there like an object on here for the counterspell ring?
No, I'll have to add that to D&D Beyond.
Alright. I need to make sure that I know that. Plus counterspell.
Okay, so that's 3 hours of identifying. Resting?
Yeah, you passed it.
Yep.
Resting?
I'll stay up. I'll watch all night.
Are you sure?
You're dancing all night?
Dancing all night.
Did you guys finish the translation?
Dancing moonlight.
Oh yeah, let me explain that real quick. So you did finish
It
that.
took fucking forever, but here it is.
The massive scroll, the Tickerin holy text.
Oh, right.
After deciphering it, again, at the beginning, it seemed like it was just about Fabricant, or something similar like that. Going further, it seemed to detail, like, holy power and divinity, and placing it within a machine of sorts. But coming to a conclusion, with your 3 brains combined, it comes clear
Mostly
to you.
Kaisen's.
Yeah, this massive Tickerin scroll. It not only explains the beauty of a Fabricant in the eyes of the Melogic Collective,
It is a blueprint in a way to build a celestial. It is how they were made. And indeed, they are not too far from that fabricant. Celestials, as the scroll begins to define, are the angels of the machine god. But they could not be manifested as the machine god was shattered in some sort, it seems. And in body, so did the angels have to be shattered. These were traitors and converts from their gods that transitioned to that machine god's power. And these three relinquished themselves of their forms sculpted from the clay of creation, just disregarding the body, entering a form of pure magic emboldened by the machine god's well of power. Taking on the power of conductance, taking on ideals of attrition of the enemy, more and more of this power, and what was the last one? You guys know zombie sound effect from Minecraft?
That was you?
That was me. And ignition. Ignition, conductance, and attrition. These were their domains, so to say, given to each of them. And each of them given a form which empowers and exemplifies that. And these schematics, written in this holy way, depict each of them coming to this new form. The angel of ignition, Iratic, a being of power and explosion, combustion and fire, the heat of a fiery passion exploding into rage and all of that. The spirit of conductance, Elic, a being which can flow through all, channel all, pure power itself, eviscerating flesh with the power of the light of the heavens. And the devil of attrition, Koromant, a being which calls a great call outwards, forcing the enemy to fill with hunger, fill with need. A being which takes and dissolves plenty. A being which forces starvation and attrition onto the enemy. These are beings of war for the collective. Angels made to ensure its success, and at some point that did not work out. There were only 3 of them, it seems, completed, but the scroll does mention lesser warriors of the celestial body, essentially demi-angels, if you will. But these were mindless automatons with an inch or a simple ounce of the power of their father or mother angel. Essentially, there were castes of angels of the ignition, castes of angels of the conductance, and castes of angels of the attrition. Lesser, smaller forms. They each needed a bit of divinity, but you could get that by summoning a divine creature and trapping it for all of eternity. And that's how they did it. So, essentially, the Melodic Collective robbed other angels and divine realms of their beings to manifest a court of holy beings for their god to be made.
You know, maybe your scroll man was gonna be turned into a celestial.
That is a very good theory.
Does this mean anything to you, Ben? Can you hear me? Oh, you can hear me?
Well, sometimes. It's kind of like if he's not trying to push me out or keep it quiet, and sometimes I hover near the surface.
Oh, good to know.
What? What were you asking? Sorry, I was listening to something.
You know, Metallurgic Collective,
try-
Machine God, Elic, Koromant, Iratic,
I'm gonna roll for it.
Celestial.
These are a bunch of fancy words. My watch. He thinks for a moment. Yeah, those kind of ring a bell. They were very, very important at some point in my history. Yes, your...
Remember?
Asta.
Yes.
She had enemies by those names.
Yeah.
Yes,
So the half the world.
Do you know that from her or from like
Kind of, yes.
were you friends?
The Heretic and those.
No, with Asta.
He grabs his forehead for a second, and for a moment you swear in his translucent body, in his mind, you see like a little bit of a spark of energy go off. Something clicks a little bit. We weren't just friends, we were
Lovers?
allies and warriors who fought back to back. She needed me. She helped me. And I helped her. What was it? It was a very, very difficult time. Deals were being made left and right. Warlocks were a dime a dozen. What's a dime? But yes. Those names do mean something to me. Our enemies were using those names. Brethren converted into metal shells, coffins that drove them mad and made them compliant. But then those greater divine beings, traitors, that word, yes, that's very clear. Yes, Asta knew a lot of this stuff. She was well versed in the divine courts and the kingdoms of heaven. She wielded that power, divination. She was a channeler of divine beings, a summoner of sorts. She was... I know I was angry with you. She did trap me. Why did she do that? She ensnared me. But we were friends.
Did she do it to protect you?
I don't know. I don't like it. I'm still angry about it. I don't like that she trapped me in this scroll, and I don't like what you're doing with it. Those spells you put in there, some of them don't feel right. I seem to remember Asta being willing to do whatever she needed to do, no matter how ethically it was questionable. And it seems like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree in this case.
Wizards don't have ethics. I didn't say that in character.
I
That
felt
was
it.
Haven.
But I did care for her. And that's why it stung so bad, I think. You're not doing well to make yourself different from her, it seems.
It's kind of hard to make herself different from her if she never really showed much of herself. Probably never
Probably
got to
because she
know
was
that.
ashamed of herself.
You don't know that.
Based on how I'm feeling, I feel like I'm right, though. And you're still using power that's connected to me. How do I know this is not just my power you're using? My magic. Maybe if I left the scroll, you would have none of it. Maybe that's why she trapped me. Or maybe something else. What did you do to your arm? What magic did you cast? Why did I save you? What was that spell you got into?
It's a good question.
I will have to think about this. And you should watch where you wave your wand or your magic hand or such. Not all magic is necessarily leaning towards the good. I know you don't like that philosophy, but there are certain magics that are made for evil. I'm feeling less fun and joy-filled. I'm going to go back into the scroll if I can be released.
Sure.
Do you have
Thank
like
you for
a
your
little
permission.
house in there or something? You have
It
like
is
a little
more of a
lounge?
cocoon of magic that enwraps me. This body is only apparated out here.
Is it comfy?
I was about to ask the same thing.
It is like being covered in life itself, as if
Sounds comfy.
you yourself
sounds
could be
pretty.
smothered in just more of your own power.
Like a bathtub?
Yes, if you were made of water. He's going to disapparate.
Oh, I
With
guess.
a less joyful and angry demeanor. Now he's just contemplating and a bit upset.
Oh, well,
now we just ruined
Go
the
in
mood.
your little life bath or something. It's okay.
I didn't really expect much with how wishy-washy he's been, but that was actually a lot.
I could go for a bath. I feel nasty.
Look in the metal wall. Tiger face appears from the other side.
Finn!
Is that wet towel god?
Yeah.
I heard his annoying
I keep hearing all these
voice.
references to baths. I want to take a bath.
You want to take a bath?
Yes.
I can draw a bath for you.
Really?
Are you gonna, draw a bathtub on the wall?
Like in.
He kind of waves his hand, and an illusion of a bath appears.
Well, that's not
That's an
helpful.
illusion.
I know.
It's a shame. It would be really nice if these tiny huts came with little bathtubs.
I wish I was a genie. But we already know one that can draw baths, don't we? Can your genie draw baths?
Oh, I don't know.
All the way from Teo.
I don't
or
think you
wherever
can do
he
it
is.
to that this far away, though.
You should put that in your contract.
Do you have a way to get to Teo, or if we use a teleportation bead, would we have to include you in that?
I have some. Oh, you're asking me if I could go alone to Teo.
Yeah, if
It
we
would take-
teleport away.
It would take time, but I can make the trip there.
Okay, we can probably bring
I'm
it.
gonna
Probably
bring
can
with
do
us.
that if we use it. So it might be good to save.
Alternatively, I've been thinking about something. And based on the decisions you've made and you surviving, I know you.
No, I don't think you should propose to her.
Her who?
Sorry.
Well, before we get to
I'm
that,
very tired.
commitment is a bit hard for me. I'm going to suggest this. I have helped you learn a little bit more about this area of this vessel, and I can help you learn a little bit more about the collective as my penance.
Alright.
But since we are on a trusting basis more, and I know more about you now, and you can survive a hit, I'm going to offer you this. He's going to pull out of his robe a scroll paper of red paper. This is a summoning spell. It's summon devil. It is keyed only to me, though. This is my summoning spell. No one else can cast it, do you understand?
Yes.
No one else can have it, do you understand?
Yes.
This is a devil's greatest asset after their true
I was
name.
just kidding.
After their
own
true
ass.
name. By giving this to you, you can forcibly summon me. I can come to Teo and I can lounge here while you guys make the trip, and you just summon me there. Add this to your spell list. It won't be too difficult because I've made it easy for you. It is of your level, which is unique for the spell, but it is only for me.
Wow.
It's a very great step of trust.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yes.
that feels like a friendship proposal at least.
Wow.
How else would you put it?
A growing bond of trust between two individuals.
That
Friendship
sounds
proposal.
like friendship.
Very well.
Even I know that.
We can call it that for now.
Thank you.
Yes.
What were you doing? Just walking around?
I was mostly exploring, taking things.
Oh, did you find anything fun or interesting?
Yes, I found a gift shop.
There's a gift shop?
Yes, there's collectible mugs. He holds up a mug.
Oh, we should totally visit them.
That's it.
I never got one of these in life.
I love a gift shop, let me tell you.
It's kind of more mildew. It's more mildew
look at
and
that,
sharp
yeah.
objects now.
Yeah, well, when Indigo and I were traveling around,
We stopped in every library and then gift shop.
yes,
Those
I
were the
was,
two
What a
stops.
pleasant trip you had. Well, anyways, it's mostly mildew and sharp objects, so not really worth it now.
no. Well,
I did also find some
Maybe when we get
string.
to Teo.
Not
ball of
to
yarn.
play with.
You found
to
You didn't see any people, did you?
dead people. No, it seems like you engaged the only other living people here right now. Though I did see signs of people who had been here before, within the decade or so.
Interesting.
Maybe a decade or so before. This ship had been visited, but it doesn't seem like they really cared to take all the important things.
Yeah.
Clearly not.
No doubt you saw something like that, which you did, the celestial hanger.
Yeah.
That minor celestial hangar, there was a hole in it. Someone had dug it out using magic.
Right.
And the
Marina the cucarachas.
La cucaracha. She mentioned that there were travelers that had been interlopers who had come here before,
Right.
some time ago.
Yeah.
She was differentiating between the two. So there definitely were travelers here before, but that's not important now. They are
They are
gone.
long gone.
Oh, hey, have you met... He didn't meet Arcturia.
Arcturia.
Oh,
Hello! As the cat comes from your side.
cat friend.
She's in my brain.
I see. Well,
Oh, Indigo, you're precious.
Arcturia transforms from a cat to a full woman.
Oh, you can do that?
Yes. I just like her like little cat form. It's fun sometimes. It's like a little mascot.
It's the first time I've seen
Her
her.
full tall form, it's about a chell's height, if not a little shorter. She kind of floats most of the time. She has golden light.
It was a 14, actually. I just
She
moved
has
this
like
over.
a tunic robe that kind of has metallic bits on it, you know, kind of like, not techno, but like fantasy punk, you know? And her hair is braided into one long braid that matching the tail of the cat is really long.
Oh, I love
Like
this
it's a
Vocaloid.
really long braid that just sort of fades off into nothingness.
Can we come up with, like, a shorter name for you? Arcturia.
Like Arky?
No. I was thinking more like Tori.
Like Tori? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine too.
Do you like Arky better?
I have no idea what I like.
Ari.
Ari?
We have Ori.
Sounds nice.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I know.
Ori.
So, like, what
Oh, and
is
Tori
she,
doesn't work
though?
either because of Ori.
What is she? Because she's just a being of light in my eyes.
She's the ship spirit.
Hi, I'm the ship spirit. Pleasure to meet you. She holds out a hand. Pleasure to meet you. He taps the hand. Pleasure to meet you. I didn't think it would be a talking thing.
We didn't either.
I don't remember it being a talking thing. Then again, I didn't really know what it was in life. I had heard rumors in life about ship spirits.
Oh, I was about to.
I thought we had already covered this.
No, yeah, I was just like, were you on this ship?
No,
I
I only got 2 visits at one point. Before it had left, it was in dry dock. It was getting repaired. No, I only got to visit it, and it was a shame because it had a lot of items and instruments that I would really want to use at the time, but
well,
I
you
could
would
not get
have.
my hands on it.
You would have crashed and died.
I'm glad I wasn't here, but I died either way, so
Oh, you're right. How did you die?
probably a story for a
Dang
different
it.
point. I'll tell you this, though. I was jealous of some of the scientists on here because they got all the best funding. And if you were on the
Like that one Dragonborn man?
I did read a document about a Dragonborn, but it seemed like it was an automaton. Oh, yes, I'm thinking of it now. Allow me to access a bit of your memories, Kaislin.
He was there, wasn't he?
Finn was
Pretty
there.
sure he was there.
He was there.
He was there.
Allow me to access your perspectives, because what I saw was not what I was imagining originally in life. I had read documents of potential experiments to achieve something, converting something from completely of like sentient mortal flesh to a mindless, controlled automaton. I didn't think it would work, and it didn't work, clearly. I never got to see that, though, in person. Now I did. In Afterlife, in Death, I got to see it. That was strange. Anyways, yeah.
Well,
You should all sleep now.
Yeah.
no, yes.
You want to keep watches with me?
Very well. I'll also be here. I may not stay here now.
Oh, don't worry. She can hang out in my head.
You'll come to love me. Everyone does. They ask me so many questions. And I'm sure you'll have so many questions for me. You silly little kitty. You'll definitely ask me questions. Everyone always does.
Turi. He doesn't. What do y'all think of Turi?
Turi? I think that's cute, but I actually did have a question.
Yes.
For you.
Turi.
I love it when people ask questions.
Why did they give you a voice?
Well, to better communicate. At first, I didn't have a voice. But then I started to make noises. And then they thought it would be good to just teach me how to talk.
Oh, so they like
how did
sat
you-
down and taught you?
Well, I
Or
never
did
could.
they program you to?
So they did not program me. They gave me prerogatives, directives,
But I came from the magic. I came from the blood of the god of the machine.
Okay.
I am a manifestation, a whisper. And they shaped me like clay.
So, yes, how did they give you a voice? They taught you, but
Well, how'd you get a voice? You are a slime changeling creature.
that's what I'm asking. I'm trying to find out.
Oh! Well,
I was not given one organically, and I could never truly understand how language worked.
when they started to speak around me, when I was enclosed in a vessel, they had found me at the edge of a geyser faucet. In the womb itself, the engine. And you come to realize the womb engine itself, the steel rapture, it's a geyser faucet probably on the ship itself. Which is interesting. You don't really know what that means, yes. They had found me at the edges, as if I was made by his hands himself and left there to be found. And I could not communicate, nor could I really understand what was being said, but I could feel the magic, and every time someone casted a spell, I could feel the emotions channeled through that magic. And when they took me, they enclosed me in a vessel so I could move. And there, for many years, they just spoke, testing, understanding what I was, but they did not understand that I learned how to hear. I could feel their words vibrating in the magic itching to be cast all around them, catching their words off their lips, and I understood them. And I began to speak in sounds that they could not hear. I had to understand what frequencies they could hear at. So I used different words I'd understand, different languages. I would speak in tones, high and low, dreadful, deep tones, and higher tones of the wind, in languages of demon and beast and celestial. And then finally, I found it, that common tongue, and the conversation started. And then they gave me the rest, grammar. For a while I was just speaking in nouns, which was weird. I did not know that there was such a thing as conjugation in some languages. And that was fun to learn, as well as gendering words. Very interesting. But it was a long process.
I see.
Sorry, I can talk for quite some time.
Yeah. I had to.
Y'all should sleep.
You can see that, like,
Yeah.
Finn was definitely, like, paying attention to the whole thing. And, like, he pulled out a little book from his waistcoat and started, like, writing stuff down.
You know, never mind. I did other things. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, in the future I'd be curious to ask many questions of you. Many questions. Paragine. That word, those words, those people. Huh. Much to think about. Good night.
Good night.
I don't think Achel's gonna be able to sleep, gamers.
Yeah. Cat shape.
Great.
Finn's, like, looking down at her.
She's locked.
Yeah. At least I go and do my own thing.
I can still understand everything you're saying.
I see. Good night. He's gonna get out of the room.
Oh man.
At some point,
I'll be back in a second. I'm taking a walk.
yeah. At some point in the future, I might ask for your help learning. I'm assuming you probably know Tinker's tools.
Yes, I can take you through tutoring.
I know how to put things together. I just don't know the tools.
They are very
He
complex.
holds a screwdriver like a quill.
Oh.
That's what I'm used to.
It is an artisan's tool you'll come to learn.
Yes. It's been a long day, but I'm gonna pass out now.
Alright, good night.
Everyone finds rest except you're not resting and you're not resting. Or sorry.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be hard, but she'll sleep eventually.
Okay.
But hearing that, like, this ship spirit could figure it out so easily, it's actually really making her upset.
Yeah.
Because she had to. That's what she was going to say, and then Indigo cut her off. Was that she had to pay for it.
Yeah. She did.
So, like, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
But she'll, because like
Makes sense
it's
there.
like sitting there and then being like, why was it so hard for me? Why could I never figure it out? I had like literal parents. I grew up from a baby.
Yeah.
I had all this stuff
why could I never get it? Why did I have to rely on?
Almost feels like she got robbed.
Yeah, and then also she's meditating on those visions that she saw earlier, and she's not gonna think about it too hard, or try not to think about it too hard, but it does freak her out. And also the why did I want to do any of what I did in the fight too? But she'll figure it out. Or she does sleep eventually.
Okay. Those finding rest will find it. It isn't a peace. It is a peaceful night. It's
not.
A peaceful night.
Roll
It's a
initiative.
peaceful night. You have no peace.
It is a very peaceful night, as it seems that you and Finn are the only ones up, along with Tori.
Turi.
As she eventually apparated back into your mind.
Can I pick her brain for what is the machine god? What does she know about him?
Of course.
I kind of want to try to start diving into her.
Roll a d20 for me, and I'm going to say you can add your proficiency modifier to this.
Just proficiency?
Yes, the DC is probably not too high. Yeah, no. So
+3, right?
yeah, just don't roll a natural one. We've gotten a lot of those today.
Can't
but
be
roll's
saying
done.
that, man.
It's true.
I can't believe I got 2 nat ones in a row, bro.
Baby needs a
That
new
one
pair
time I
of
got a 1, a 2,
Whoa!
and a 2. What'd you get?
8.
Dude, our fucking rolls
There's
today are
still some surface stuff you'd get.
No.
Oh, 8 again.
So there's still some surface stuff you'd get. Just maybe not the deeper stuff. But
Yeah.
as she's pondering, as that's what she seems to do in your mind when she's not out there, she just ponders. There is this sense that there's a door open, and you reach into it in your mind. As you're just sort of still faced, sitting there, Finn's every now and then looking over, As in your mind, in your headspace, you reach into that door that she's left open for you, and you pull threads of gold from it. Light itself. And those threads, looking closer and closer, as you zoom in, you see images, pictures. Hundreds upon hundreds of pictures, each strand a life, or a thought, or a moment, or an entire story over 1,000 years. Her mind is minds within minds within minds. And there you reach the machine god, and its thread is so large. And you capture an essence of it. And you learn something of her understanding. She does not see it as a god necessarily, as the term, she understands what the term means to mortals, but to her it is a piece, or her greater self. But she is the tip of a finger of something greater. That's how she sees it.
Yeah.
And she's connected by thought, but that thought is weakened. And the thought that she's connected to, the greater being she's connected to, she understands it to be destabilized, confused, fogged, disturbed. She mourns. You sense that. There's this internal primal mourning for a child, for their parent. And in this case, it's mourning for the loss of self, the loss of identity, as she sees the machine god as a being who has lost its identity. And what you feel from her as you're seeing these thoughts, these memories in her head, the emotion attached to this is anger. A little bit of anger, as it seems wrong to her that their identity has been destroyed. And that's how she sees it.
Does she know what caused
She
that?
thinks it's the gods that destroyed the machine god's identity. Its sense of psyche, its self, and all that is left is its blood and its bones and its body. That's how she sees it. And she crawled out of that blood.
Oh.
So,
That's crazy.
in some ways, to simplify it, she sees the machine god as a headless god, her father, who is headless.
I still think it's
Crazy.
Polynir.
There you go.
I still am on that hard theory that the machine god's Polynir.
But while you're doing that, while everyone else is resting, as you finally find rest at Shell, those visions mean more to you now in your restful state. as it seems that you don't necessarily dream, but you are enveloped by these visions, seeing them as worlds, reality, life itself. And we should change music for that. And those visions come to you quickly again, but then they slow down. The reality of it, the beast all-consuming, the corruption, the festering tumor that grows on the back of the Perigine. You see it now, more clearly. That is the curse that was forced upon the Perigine, as you understand it, by indeed the god of evil pestilence. Not just pestilence, but mutation, that horrible god that is not mentioned. That palace you saw, that building, it's not really just a building. That is the New Moon Diocese. It is conscious, and it is a collective, but it is also separate. They take this shape in a place beyond. They have ideals, a mission, but they glow and glint with a bit of blue color, not native to the all-encompassing color of the Perigine. An influence beyond the Perigine which has changed them and made them new. And then you feel it, the familiarity, as if in a dark room you see a passing figure just momentarily, and then again, moving further, closer, closer. A sense of familiarity, a bond like the blood you feel in your own veins. These are the three sort of sects of Perigine.
Yeah.
Or at least three that are obvious to you. You could become your own, probably. But these are the three that have tested the test of time. And they all are out there. And they are all growing, or at least trying to grow. And that's the goal of every Perigine, it seems. To change and grow. To adapt and evolve. And with your connection in that moment where you spiked, in that moment where you changed shape into a new shape and you glowed, what you did was activate your gene.
My gene?
My
gene.
Yeah, my gene.
The one gene.
The one. You
activated your Levi gene.
What you did was more than just change your shape. You edited that change. You evolved your power. So the
Pokemon.
This isn't how I necessarily wrote it down to happen, but it made sense based on magic and how all these things work and what the Perigine are, that this could happen based on what you did. Mm-hmm. You evolved your Perigine power, basically. You are more capable now. What you did is unlock greater change, greater evolution.
Okay.
And that is how you wield it. That is not one of these three paths. They each have that power or a different variation of that power. But this, right here, what you have done is grow up. And not in age. Mm-hmm. Not, because Perigine, as far as you know, don't really age. As far as you know. No, they age and grow up through power itself and ability. And that's what you have done. Mm-hmm. By touching Fossick, you have taken magic. And by touching a soul intertwined with Fossick, you have taken that ability. And now, not only do you change into objects or people, now you possess a power to change magic.
What?
Changeling itself can bend arcana. The Perigine can change more than just itself, and now you have begun to access that. Mm-hmm. You can just feel at the edge of existence magic flowing in through this realm, and you begin to feel it more clearly now. Like water cracking into the walls, it begins to flood in. It floods all this space, but you breathe it, you feel it, it passes through you, but now it is aware you exist. As Perigine, you are growing and understanding, but now you understand more of what they are. This becomes clear to you. They are not just a creature that can take any shape. They are a creature made to take any shape. They were a creature made in the beginning to take shape, before there was shape. They are the paint for the painter.
Oh.
And now, in this case, you have the power to change the paintbrush. So, mechanically, this will be explained more in rules later. but
Yeah.
Spells, they are ruled magic. Magic that is put through a tube and shoved on the other side.
Yeah.
You can bend that tube a little bit now. So spells are ruled magic, but you can change the rules a little bit sometimes, it seems.
I can change one letter in the spell and it changes the whole
I'm not
meaning?
that insane. Let's just say that spells themselves are more just suggestions, or they could be.
Bruh.
Magic itself is raw, and spells are used to channel it. You are going to use yourself to channel it. And the way you change your body can now maybe change magic.
Become a wand.
I can become a more.
You can just look at
Maybe
rolls and be
copy-
like, I don't think
change
it's that way. You can be
Bro,
like,
I'm be mad at the mage game.
it says target creature, but
So mechanically, it will get sort of funny.
Funky, yeah.
Fucky wucky. It will get very funny very fast.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to sort of see what you do with this, because I know it's going to give me a headache.
I don't know. I'm not like these two.
No, it's true.
I only think like one step ahead.
That's
I don't
fair.
think like a million.
It'll give you a flavor win, most definitely, in a lot of cases, I'll tell you that. But yes, that's what we'll call it for tonight.
Oh, okay.
As we'll end our session here, and
Do we get a long rest?
we'll catch you on the next stream, and you'll die in your sleep.
No.
You get a long rest. You get a long rest. Everyone
Okay,
gets a long rest.
cool.
And yeah, we'll catch you in the next stream. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, no matter the outcome, always let the dice roll. See you guys. Bye.